All right, everybody. Happy New Year for the first stream of 2026. Oregon against Texas Tech in the Orange Bowl. The first of 3 games that we're doing today. We got the Rose Bowl later today at 4 o'clock. And, of course, we got the Sugar Bowl later tonight at 8 o'clock between Ole Miss and Georgia. But we start off with the Battle of the Big 12 champion Texas Tech and the highest-ranked team that played in the first round. Oregon coming off that 51-34 drubbing against James Madison, a game that was not as close as the final score might indicate. Oregon led 34-6 at the half of the last game. Appreciate all you guys tuning in. Both these teams with 1 loss, and Dante Moore quarterbacking here for the Ducks, projected to be a top 5 pick in the upcoming NFL draft. We'll see if this is his final collegiate game. And then for Texas Tech, obviously they got the redshirt senior Morden at quarterback. It's going to be one of their final collegiate games. We will see what happens here tonight. We got a lot of people in the chat. Appreciate all you guys tuning in. Keller with a 2, our first Stono in 2026. Go Ducks. How's it going, Keller? Appreciate you, man. If you've never been to one of these streams before, how it works is like this. Fire away on the chat. Any questions you might have, I'll be happy to answer anything and everything. Any donation, I get your question right away. Otherwise, I just go in the order that I see them. Vote in that poll you think wins this one, Oregon or Texas Tech. If you are a member, you can sure as well for either one of these teams using the emojis in the chat. We got the emojis for the Ducks and for the Red Raiders. Appreciate all you guys being here. Watching from Lubbock, go Texas Tech. How's it going, Frank? Appreciate all you guys tuning in. Oregon looks suspect at times. Yeah, but that was really in the second half. I know they got, I know Lanning criticized their play in the second half, and they can't play like that against Texas Tech if they want to win. Got to play a full 60 minutes. But the first half, they looked awfully, awfully good. You hopefully have the situation YouTube story out. Hopefully, yeah, I don't know what exactly happened. I have no idea why it got flagged for promoting illegal activity. I have no idea. Makes no sense to me, but we'll get it worked. Yeah, passing won't be at a premium with the rain tapering off. Yep. Fireworks are great. Fireworks, I got a lot of cool shots. I posted it on Twitter. The fireworks were absolutely insane. Posted them on Twitter before 5 minutes later, YouTube hit me with an interesting little message after last night's stream. I don't know why, but well, at 2026, that's going to C2, man. We're at the Rose Bowl. Yeah, the rain tapering off, but still does not look great. I know it does not look good in Phoenix right now. The weather right now in Phoenix is not the best. It's a bit overcast. It did rain last night. Actually, was raining pretty hard last night, but still a lot of people were watching fireworks. So, winner of this game takes on the winner of the Indiana-Alabama game. We know one of the teams in the semifinal already. We know that Miami is going on to the semis. Kickoff going to be in about 1 minute and 30 seconds. You try taking it down again? Yes. I don't get it. You spoke the birds? Yep. Man, the live field sits per usual. Maybe. We will see. Appreciate all you guys tuning in for this one. We got 3 games on the docket today. New video going to be dropping tomorrow. Forward Corner Plan. Couldn't get out last night because YouTube was just being absolutely insane. But we are good to go here. Should be a fun game. And if you never do one of these streams, just fire on the chat any questions you might have. I will happily answer about anything and everything. And again, I appreciate all you guys being here for this one. Miami is the underdog for what? Well, we have no idea who they're playing. We have no idea who Miami is playing just yet. So maybe it's, we have no clue yet. First Orange will start in the sun since the 1960s. It might be. I mean, we saw the Georgia FSU game was under the sun. You're right there in the Oregon area, right? Yep. The fight night of the Joe. Oh, that was incredible. When the goalies got into it, and then when the goalies got into it, I was losing my mind. That was an incredible clip, Trevor. And then when the at center ice just going airborne, that was great. For the championship right now? Oh, I have no idea. Well, because Miami's in the championship just yet. They got to win one more game. How's it going, Jacob? Happy New Year to you. Texas Tech in the black, Oregon in the white. For this one, Texas Tech, their first appearance in the college football playoff. Oregon looking to make it to the semifinals. Could not do it last year. They were the number 1 overall seed. Lost to Ohio State in the Rose Bowl on New Year's Day. Now 365 days later, looking to make it to the semis. Yeah, I think it was over. Yeah, it might have been overcast 2 years ago. Yeah, it's a gorgeous day in Miami. 63 degrees, perfect conditions. Should be a fun one at Hard Rock Stadium for a spot in the semifinals. Watch the game live. Nice. All right, let's get this one underway. Over 400 in the chat. And again, we're going to be live for Alabama, Indiana, and we're going to be live for the game later tonight between Ole Miss and Georgia in a rematch of a regular season game earlier, SEC battle at the Superdome. So here we go. Texas Tech going to be kicking off. Oregon is going to get to start this one. Oregon in the whites, Tech in the blacks. Oregon going right to left. Test Storm Palmer on the call for this one. if you got the audio on. If you don't, you got me on the call for this one. Harrington going to kick this off. We're going to get this game underway. Happy New Year. The first game of 2026 is officially underway. Kickoff here, fielded at the goal line, and that'll be a touchback ball at the 25, and we will see Dante Moore, one of the top quarterbacks of the nation, coming out. It's one of the games that made me a Red Wings fan. Crazy. I can't imagine how insane that must have been. So the casino last set, so I had to leave last stream early, but happy New Year to you all. All good, Kevin. Appreciate you, man. 62% around Oregon win this one. 38% on the higher seed Red Raiders. Should note, every team that's gone a bye so far in this expanded 12-team format has lost 0-5. You're at the game. How's it going, Allison? Appreciate you tuning in. You are at the game. Have a great time of the game. Watch the show this morning. Let's talk about how another bad day for the bye teams means 16 with no bye. I could see that. Maybe not next year, but the year after. It might be a bit too late to do it for next year, but I could definitely see it. Moore, last time out against JMU, 19 for 27, 4 touchdowns, 2 picks. Going to start with a hand up the middle and denied. Nothing doing. Loss of 2 for Whittington. Thrown down behind the line immediately by Hunter. Brings up 2nd and 12. Tech had a monster game last time out, especially defensively against BYU. Had the Cougars' number in that one. In that game, BYU had just 2.1 yards per carry. Start off with a loss of 2 here. It's actually 15 minutes out. It's going to be a close one. What bowl games to do tomorrow? I think just Holly Bowl, but we'll see. 3 at the top, 2 at the bottom. More. Looking on the out route to the far side. That's called the 29-yard line. We'll call it a gain of 6. Goes to Jamari Johnson, the redshirt sophomore. Tight end. That's going to get half the yards needed for the first. 3rd and 6. Group of the Orange Bowl under lights and the great halftime shows. That was why I liked it. Now get off my lawn. Halftime shows used to be very good at the Orange Bowl. Used to be very good. More going quick. Middle of the field. That's caught on the slant. It's Johnson down at the 45-yard line of Texas Tech. Good start here for the Ducks. Getting at 26 yards and a first down. 2 catches already for Johnson. Last time out, had 1 catch against the JMU. He's got more than that on this drive already. Moore looking very composed, just flowing over the hand of the linebacker. They go quick to the line. Quick little hitch route on the near side that's caught. Gain of 2 for Sadiq. One of the top tight ends of the nation. He will get 2 down to the 44-yard line. All 3 passes so far going to tight ends. Yeah, listen to Reputation. Yeah, because it's the last song. You have to. Yeah, and am I going to the Astros? It's a good get for them. Good get. At least it's not a team in the National League. No fireworks in Vegas for the ransom to do that. Yeah, it was raining on the West Coast. Yeah, Phoenix got some rain too. How's it going, Dizzy? Pretty drunk up here. Bet the Ducks heavy. No juice, sell pizza. Let's go. Let's go. Back to his right. Appreciate you tuning in. Happy New Year to you. Back to his right is Whittington. Utah losing their staff. They're going to lose some guys because Whittingham's going to take some of their guys. No real surprises. Moore. They're going to send 5. Middle of the field on the drag route to the near side. That's caught. It's Johnson once again. 3rd grab for him. And he'll get a first down at the 34-yard line. Gain of 10. They're going to the tight ends early on. 4 completions so far for Moore. All of them going to tight ends. Sadiq and Johnson. And that one is Sadiq for the 2nd time today. Awful news for you. Yep. Yep, my own one halftime show. Oh, boy. 3 at the top, 1 on the bottom, back to his left. They're going to send 4. More going quick. Clean pocket, hitch route, middle of the field. That's caught. 22-yard line. It's McClellan, the redshirt freshman. He gets 12. They can't handle the tempo right now. Moore 5 for 5 to start this drive, and he finds McClellan there, who had 6 catches, most on the team last time out, for 83 yards. Just outside the red zone. Yeah, Lave out to a blood clot. Yeah, hopefully he's okay. Going deep on the fade route. 1-on-1 coverage, fly. Looking for it. Incomplete tight coverage. Malik Benson on the near sideline. Broken up on the play by Amir Boyd, the redshirt junior corner. First incompletion of the day. Stops 5 straight for Moore. He's going for Benson on that one. But tight coverage all the way on the fly route. You wouldn't have WWE announcer doing the call, even though I know Test Store has a college for years. Yep. Rise for eliminating playoff contention. Yep. 10 hours into the season. 10 hours into 2026. 2nd and 10. And finally slow things down a little bit. Yeah, Test Store has a lot of depth, yes. A lot of energy in his voice, which I do like. Everyone bunched up inside here. 2 at the top. They'll give it on the hand up the middle to the 20. Trying to bounce outside. Nothing doing on the near side. Whittington thrown down after just 2 yards. Brendan Jordan on the stop. It looked for a moment like Whittington had space to work with. If it wasn't for the low tackle, he was in. He got a great block there on that cut. And I think it was going to get by Wisniewski. If it wasn't for the tackle, he was going to get by him. It was going to be one-on-one to the corner. That would have been a very close play for a touchdown. Instead, a great tackle stops it. Bring up 3rd down. I don't think it was that, Dizzy. I don't think it was that. Too many ducks on YouTube. 3rd and 8. Moore in the gun. 2 at the top, 1 at the bottom. Back to his right here. Moore's going to take it. They'll send 5. Pressured. Sacked to the 33-yard line. Pressure off the edge, and it's David Bailey, the senior defensive lineman, making the play. Bailey, a team-high 13.5 sacks this season. Make it 14.5 now. Yeah, I guess so, James. It doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense. It's a loss of 14 yards. Bailey off the edge. And they'll have to settle for the field goal. So great stop there by Tech. Oregon, when they were going tempo, doing very well. The moment they get off tempo, Tech able to get the stop. And now Sappington on for a 51-yard try. Kick is up. It is good. So Oregon opening drive field goal to start things off. Ducks lead 3-0 here. After the opening drive, we'll see what Morton and the Red Raiders can do when we get back down in Miami. If you like what you see, folks, hit that like button, subscribe. It does help us out a ton on the channel. Try to grow this community even more. Sappington drilling the kick from 50 yards out on the opening drive. His second kick this year from 50 plus. Now 17 for 20 on the season. When Texas Tech takes over, Morton 20 for 33 last game against BYU. 215. Had about 160 yards rushing against the Cougars. Yeah, showing some range on that one. Showing some range there. Again, appreciate all you guys tuning in. If you like what you see, folks, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe. It does help us out a ton on the channel. Great kick on that one. Yep, that was drilled. That was drilled by Sappington. Needed that. Needed that for Oregon. Got to come out with something when you get it just outside the red zone. Unfortunate for them to take the sack, but they do get the 3, and that's a good start for the Ducks. So a good start for Oregon, to say the least. Yeah, appreciate all you guys tuning in on this new year. When we get back, broadcast don't any yeah, I have no idea, Craig. I have no idea. They literally don't. That's the crazy part. They don't. So I don't know why YouTube flagged it the last time. I'm trying to get it resolved right now. I'm trying to get the warning resolved. The stream's back up. I'm trying to get the warning resolved because that makes no sense, and obviously it could be on thin ice because if I get another if I get a warning, that would be can't stream for a week, can't post for a week. So gotta figure that out. So, we got back to Arizona on the 30th. So Oregon just went 5 for 5 the first 2 seconds, so they're going to score a touchdown. Yep, they went very quick. 5 for 5 the first. Yeah, 5 for 5 more, and looking for the tight ends. 4 completions to the tight end in a row. Can't wait to see Bama beat Mendoza. We'll see. I don't know. Mendoza is a darn good quarterback. He won the Heisman for a reason. We will see on that one, Dizzy. Happy New Year to you, Michael. Appreciate you tuning in. Glad you're safe after last night. Again, appreciate all you guys being here for the first of 3 streams that we're doing tonight on this final triple header of the year. Or I guess first triple header of the year, I should say. College football year. YouTube jail? Yeah, pretty much. I don't know what. It's bizarre. I don't get it. I don't understand it. Master Jagoff's pretty much. Not wrong there. All right, back underway here. Down in Miami. We have our 450 in the chat again. If you are a member, we got emojis in the chat. Transfer for the Ducks or the Red Raiders. Kickoff here again. Texas Tech going left to right. They'll get it on their opening drive, and they're going to take it for a touchback at the 25-yard line. Let it go over the goal line. Happy Frank here. Something to do with the ChatGPTs? No. No, the part that got flagged was the beginning with the countdown screen. It was literally just a countdown screen that said I promoted gambling, which I very clearly did not. During a blank screen. It was weird. It was weird. I'm trying to sort it out. Morton in the gun here. Back to his right is Williams. 2 at the bottom of the screen, 1 at the top. Going to start the run to Williams. He'll try to bounce outside to the far side, brought down the 28-yard line. Gain of 3 for Williams. He led the team with about 80 yards rushing last time out. They'll go quick. Another delayed handoff to Williams, and this time stuffed at the 29-yard line. You know, it makes no sense, Mark. I don't get it. I don't get it. 3rd and 6. They'll go quick again. Moore in the gun. Checks it down on the far side to the flat. Williams can't make a man miss. Quick 3 and out. That drive took all of 15 seconds. It's the one problem if you go tempo, is that the defense has to go right back on the field. It's a very quick 3 and out. Yeah, I don't get it. Yeah, the free froze. I was explaining the problem yesterday's stream. Yeah, long story short, long story short, they thought it was gambling, or they thought it promoted illegal activity during a blank screen, which makes no sense at all. So a quick 3 and out for the Red Raiders. That pass to the flat on the far side. Well blanketed. 2 high-tempo offenses here. The fair catch is made by Benson at the 28-yard line. Sleep Red, no. No, it wasn't because of that. Because the rest of the screen was fine. It was literally just a countdown screen. So I have no clue. Not a great punt. About 40 on that one. Oregon taking over the 28 when we get back. I couldn't tell you why. Believe me, it makes no sense. Because everything else was fine. Because the stream's back up. Once they got rid of the countdown, everything got back up. So, I don't get it. I don't get it. Either way, Oregon gets it. 3-0 your score. If you like what you see, folks, hit that like button and subscribe. It does help us out a ton on the channel. We try to grow this community even more. Oregon got off to a flying start last time out against JMU. Trying to get off to a flying start here. Yeah, it's pretty dumb, C2, man. It is pretty dumb. You are not kidding on that one. We got all 3 semifinal games today. We know Miami's in the semis. Wait, no, it's not that, James. No, it wasn't that. It was literally the countdown clock before. Like, it was literally the part that got flagged was the first 35 minutes where it was a countdown clock. Change the format if the teams in the bye lose? They might. I mean, look, they know that more teams equals more games equals more money. So, I think a change is coming at some point. If it gets to a point where it gets to be a disadvantage on the bye, because the problem with the bye week is that you have a month off. That's a long time. Let's say if a team like Notre Dame gets a bye. You give Notre Dame a bye. They play the last week in November. And then you play last week in November. You don't play again until January. Now you could say, well, that was what it was like before, but before there wasn't a round before that. So, a little bit of rust. I could see it potentially. All good C2, man. All good. So, ball the 28-yard line here for Oregon. Drove down the field, got 3 last time out. You're going to be live for the Rose Bowl and the Sugar Bowl later tonight as well. Both teams go with tempo early on. Worked a lot better for Oregon as Moore was 5 for 5 to start. Now it should be today in the Rose Bowl every year. Nah, you can't do it. The thing with the Rose Bowl, too, if that's the Natty every year, the problem with the Rose Bowl is that it's a hard stadium to get to. It's not exactly the nicest stadium in the world. I know they're doing the renovations. I'm fine with how it is right now. But I definitely could see expansion to 16 in the future. 9:23 to go in the first. Moore 5 for 6 to the opening drive. He's got 2 at the top, 1 at the bottom. 2 in the backfield now. As De'Aaron Hill, the freshman running back, goes into the backfield. They'll motion Benson over to the line. Moore going to give it on the stretch play to Hill. And he will get about 4 to the 32-yard line. Got a very deep backfield at Oregon with Hill, Davison, 2 freshman backs, and, of course, Noah Whittington. Am I crazy for thinking the Ducks have a shot to tell us here? No, not at all. Not at all. Dante Moore's really good. I like their offense a lot. I don't think that's crazy at all. Everyone at this point has a shot. I think besides Ole Miss, I wouldn't be shocked by anyone at this point. Right? NFL-type system higher so you get all the home games national can go to a neutral site bye. Yeah, the bowl games would never agree to that, though. That'd be the problem. Yeah, last year the buys were all dogs except for the dogs. No, I thought... Oh, yeah, Ohio State was favored against Oregon. Oh, yeah. One of the top, two of the bottom. Second 6, play action, swings out to the near side and blown up immediately at the 27-yard line. Hill, taken down in the backfield, read all the way by Wisniewski. Make it 3rd and 10. Just a busted play on the screen. Yeah, cut down the dates from the play. Yeah, there's a lot of days between the games. The system goes on for so long. Yeah, Vinny losing yesterday at Pavia. We will see. He didn't look the worst yesterday, but didn't help his stock. 2 of the top, 2 of the bottom here. 3rd down for Moore. They'll slow it down. They're going to send 4. Moore just going to check it down the flat on the near side. That's caught, 1st down. And out of bounds is Davison at the 40-yard line for a 1st. He sent the heat. There was a miscommunication. There were 2 guys right on the left side. No one covered the flat. And Davison was left wide open. Now they'll go with some tempo. Quick handoff here. It goes to the freshman back, Davison. He'll get 3 to the 45-yard line. How's it going, Lou? Happy New Year to you, man. PS1 game, you play 16-game playoff. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, PS1 was ahead of the times. 2nd and 7. Davison last time out led the team with 90 yards rushing. We've had 4 different players catch a pass for Oregon so far in the first 7 minutes of the game. Slow it down a little bit here. Empty backfield for Moore. The redshirt sophomore quarterback. With Davison in motion. Go middle of the field. Broken up at the line. Just looking on the hitch pass. So Bailey, who has a sack today, able to break that one up. Weird looking formation there. Only had 4 on the line. And Bailey just able to swim inside. Pretty much untouched. It's a free shot there. Swan that down like a volleyball player at the net. You know, before EA got their monopoly, oh, it was so much better. There was more competition. You could actually add stuff to games. 2 at the top, the screen, 1 at the bottom. Got their last 3rd down conversion, checking it down the flat. What can they do here? 3rd and 7. More. They'll send 4. Middle of the field. That's caught at the 50. And it'll be 2 yards shy. So good, strong tackling afterwards. Benson on the grab. Decision time here, 4th and 2. Will they leave the offense on the field? How's it going, Adrian? Happy New Year. Fireworks started at 12:30. Yeah, they ended pretty quickly by me. Normally, for Arizona, they go on to like 1:30, but I think it's of the rain. They stopped at like 12:15 last night. 4th and 2. They're going to have to go for it. Offense staying on the field. 2 at the top, 2 at the bottom here. Moore will take it. It's not a hard count. They'll send 4. Going out route. Caught at the 46. What a job there by Sadiq on the near side. Tight coverage, but a gain of 4. And a 1st down for the Ducks. Plays like that are why Sadiq is projected to be the first tight end drafted. Brennan Jordan was draped all over him, but a perfect throw by Moore, only in a spot where Sadiq could get it. Lead him outside the numbers. No, 6-14 playoff? No way. 2 at the bottom of the screen here. Handoff to Davison. The freshman back will get down to the 42-yard line. Oregon dominating time possession. Remember, Texas Tech went very quick on their drive. Only a minute off the clock. The NCAA football games like the mid-2000s were incredible. We got over 800 in the chat. Again, if you like what we see, folks, hit that like button, subscribe. We got emojis in the chat. If you're a member, you can share this for either one of these teams. We also got the Rose Bowl here tonight and the Sugar Bowl. We're going to be live for all 3 games, so hopefully you're here for that. Appreciate all you guys a ton. 3 at the top of the screen, 1 at the bottom. They're going to motion now. Hill into the backfield. So 2 at the top, 1 at the bottom, 2 in the backfield for Moore. 5:35 to go in the first. Handoff here delayed to Whittington. He's got the first. Right up the middle for a gain of 10 at the 32-yard line. Only had 6 in the box that time, a weak front. And Whittington able to make it work. Moore now pressured, scrambling out. There's a flag on the play in the area of holding. And Moore just going to wisely chuck this one out of bounds. I don't know where Steve play high school. I do not. This one's coming back for holding. We have a Texas Tech defense. Well, Oregon's using a lot of tempo. That's part of it. Yeah, they still people that mod NFL 2K5, which is amazing. You know, I don't get it, Adrian. Yeah, it was literally a blank screen. Yeah, easy call there on the hold. There you get that one on the left tackle, Isaiah World. Tillman just getting dragged to the ground. Michigan State helmet? I do have. I have a Michigan State helmet. You can't see it. It's blocked by my face. But I have Michigan State. It's right there. Idaho. Did not know that. Did not know. But yeah, no, I have Michigan State. 3 at the top, 1 at the bottom. I have to buy the helmets in bulk. But I do have Michigan State. 1st and 20. Sweep to the near side. And Whittington will be brought down the 38-yard line. He'll get 4, so he'll get 7 yards back. Ben Roberts, the redshirt junior linebacker, on the stop. Well, the streams appreciate Architect. Yeah, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. If voice holds something on YouTube, doesn't do anything stupid. Yeah, problem is you have to buy the helmets in bulk, so there's some I have multiple of. Like, I have Oregon. The problem is that Oregon is back in New York, so I'm going to bring that over next time out. 3 at the top, 2 at the bottom. Seems to be with the 5. Appreciate you tuning in. Get Sean just a second here. More, they're going to send 5. Looking on the far side, comeback route that's called the 35. 1 to beat, but a good open field tackle there by the corner. DeCorian Moore making the grab, the freshman wide, his first of the day. Make it 3rd and 3. But a good throw there by Dante Moore to DeCorian Moore, and a good tackle there by Pollock for getting beat on the corner or the comeback route. The Cats are already out of the barn. Some ideas, no chance having. I'm going to post an idea for 18 playoff. All right, all good. And then we'll vote on the game. Or they're not going back to 8. Was apparently a blank screen. It doesn't make any sense. LED lights. Rich would be a museum of video games, sports, and comic book Nuremberg. Yeah, no, I would love to have just a display, like an entire hall or entire floor, just like Hall of Fame. That'd be awesome. 3rd and 3. They'll slow it down more. QB draw, and he'll be about a yard shy at the 23-yard line. Well read on that one. Not sure if that was a design QB draw. That wasn't music. It was literally just nothingness. They went for it last time on 4th and got it. This one, 4th and 1 to 23. I would think you leave the offense on the field and go for it again. They've dominated time possession. 1 for 1 on 4th already today. Last time out against James Madison, did not try a 4th down conversion. Texas stopped BYU both times last time on 4th down. 0 for 2 were the Cougars in that one. 2 in the backfield here, 1 on the bottom of the screen, 5 on the play clock. They get it off. It's a direct snap in the Wildcat to Davison. Nothing doing, trying to run to the far side of the field and blown up. They go in the Wildcat, and Texas Tech, one of the top run defenses in the nation, blows it up. 20 billion, probably 20 billion. I don't like that call. Going to the short side of the field, you're cutting it off. Tech will take over the 25. He is short. Brought down on the play by Lee Hunter, the redshirt senior nose tackle. Works his way outside. The holding penalty sets him back, puts him behind schedule, and then back-to-back run stops by this vaunted Red Raiders run defense. Texas Tech gets it back, and too cute. Yep, a little bit too cute on that one. If you like what you see, folks, hit that like button, subscribe, helps out a ton on the channel, try to grow this community even more. So you got Cherbowl, Oregon, Georgia, Cotton Bowl, Texas A&M, Texas Tech under this format, and then Ole Miss, Ohio State, and then Rose Bowl, Tulane, Indiana. Ooh. Then Miami would be out, obviously. So 3-0 your score. Texas Tech has only held the ball for a minute. They're right in this thing. I appreciate all you guys tuning in. If you like what you see, that like button, subscribe. We got emojis in the chat. Baylor helmet. I do not have a Baylor helmet, unfortunately. So the problem with college football is if you buy the helmets in bulk, you can buy them online individually, but they cost a lot of money. So you got to buy them in bulk. I don't have Baylor, unfortunately. There's a lot of schools I don't have. But the top row is all autographs. So the entire top row, I go to the draft every year with my dad, try to get the players to sign helmets because I collect. How's it going, Joseph? Happy New Year to you too, man. So the top row, we've got Travis Hunter for Colorado. We got Malachi Starks, Maxwell Harrison, Matthew Golden, Vinny Testaverde, 1 year ago made that insane grab against ASU. Vinny Testaverde, Jalen Milrow, got Terry and Arnold, got Latham, I got Dallas Turner, I've got Will Campbell, I got Latu. So I've got a fair amount of autograph ones. And then if you're just joining us, I do the NFL games as well. All the NFL games. And I flip the helmets out based on what teams are playing. So let's say the Chargers play a home game. I got Chargers helmets right here behind me. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of ads, Joseph, as we get closer to that time. I'm not looking forward to that. Not looking forward to that. So I have like helmets of all the teams. I got about 1,000 helmets, 1,100 helmets in total across college, NFL, UFL, which we do spring football in the spring. Yeah, Buckeyes lost. Yep. Crazy. Miami's defense played their butts off, and the offense was magnificent. Even though they only put up 17, I know 7 came off a pick 6. Even though they only put up 17 points offensively, magnificent. They controlled the clock, ran the ball down their throats. It was a masterful performance by Miami. They deserve the win. That was incredible. Texas Tech went with tempo last time. Quick 3 and out. Will they go tempo again here? The last semifinal, the Phoenix semifinal, the Peach and Fiesta Bowl games played on New Year's Eve. All right. So ball around the 25-yard line here. First down, Morton, play action. Screen pass to the near side of the field. Let's call it the 30. And we'll try and make a man miss and will not be able to do so. Brought down after a gain of 6. It's Terrence Carter, the redshirt junior tight end, on the grab. Carter ran the game with 46 catches for 552. Last time out against BYU. 3 catches for 22. He gets 6 to start. USF and UCF, I do not. I don't have those helmets. Taking right for Cancun. Oh, it's way too early for that. Ohio State's getting ready for Cancun. Handoff here, nothing doing. Dickey this time, the sophomore running back. Tech, a very good running team this year. 4.8 yards per carry, about 2,500 rushing yards across their 13 games. But faced with another third down here. First time Ohio State football program lost 2 games in December. You know what? Might be. That's a great question. It might be. 2 at the top, 1 at the bottom. Morton, they're going to send 4. Flushed out to the near side. Pump fake, sacked. Tried to get rid of it, but thrown down at the 14-yard line by Tuodi. TT with the sack. It's a loss of 17. And another quick 3 and out. Tuodi is team high 8.5 sack of the season. And they're going backwards. All good, CT men. All good. The residents of Indiana, the alternate rising and falling of the ocean. I've got Indiana winning that one. But Alabama, if they play like the second half, Ty Simmons plays well, wouldn't shock me. Reduce me to 26. All good, John May. Yours too. Let's save all the Jaguars losing. The punt here from his own end zone. Back-to-back 3 and outs. Texas Tech negative rushing yards so far. Fair catch call for made by Benson at the 35-yard line. This does not bode well for Tech right now. This does not bode well for Texas Tech. Because Oregon uses tempo. And what tempo does, you get a lot of plays off. And Tech is getting stonewalled back-to-back 3 and outs. You can only be on the field for so long before you eventually get tired. And Oregon right now dominating defensively. 2 drives for Oregon. They've been stonewalled once they get near the 20. Day's fine. Day's not getting fired. But Texas Tech, minus 2 yards of offense compared to 100 for Oregon. Texas Tech, no first down so far. 6 for the Ducks. We saw a similar discrepancy yesterday in the Ohio State-Miami game. 110-9 on that one. I'm going to go Truman on that one. Go Truman. First shower 26, mark the moment. Oh, man. I've not taken my first one yet. I'm a night shower, so I've not taken my first one yet. So ball to 35 when we get back. If I'm going to say neutral. For what? I just want good games. I just want good games. I have no dog in this fight. Again, I'm a Florida fan and an ASU fan. I have no dog in this fight. I just want a good playoff. But not Truman. FDR. I meant to say FDR on that one. Not Truman. About 1:12 to go in the first. Moore's done a very good job spreading the ball around so far. Haven't been able to really run all that well. 10 carries for 13 yards. That's it. Obviously, a sack on that one throws off the rushing yards a little bit. But Moore, 10 for 12. And he's gone to 7 different receivers. Moore has spread the rock out a lot. It is FDR. Let's go. You know, not just Miami defense, right. He's not getting fired, but... Right, you wouldn't get fired after winning the championship. Betty Boot, Pluto, now the first appearance of 3 Stooges in the public domain. Let's go. You don't like tempo playing under 55.5, but that's a good first score so far. Yep. It's a good first score for the Oregon defense. Texas going to use time on defense where they would get a TV time at mid-drive. They might have to. It might get to that point. Let's go, DJ. Yep. Let's go, Ducks. We will see. The D's not back on the hot seat. No, not at all. Not at all. 1:25 to go in the first. Ball at the 35-yard line here for the Ducks. Moore trying to step up. He'll get sacked. Romello Height closing in. It's a loss of 10. They go play action, just no resistance whatsoever. The left guard got blown up. Then Height closing in on him. Alongside Banks after the left guard got blown up. 2nd and 20. 3 at the top, 2 at the bottom. Empty backfield here. They'll send 4. Second time today has been sacked. Slam pass will get some of the yardage back at the 31-yard line to Malik Benson. Tech front's athletic. Yep, this defense is darn good. This defense is darn good. Bad uniform matchup. Tech needs red. Oregon needs green. They're not going to do that. That'd be too blinding for people who are colorblind. They tried with Jets Bills in 2015, and colorblind people got upset. And rightfully so, because you couldn't see the teams. 3rd down. They have to get a playoff. 1 at the top, 2 at the bottom, back to his left. Now they'll motion the tight end Sadiq over to the top of the screen. Moore. They'll send 4. Stepping up, going to take off and run. 35, spin move at the 39, but well read by the safety coming up, making the play. Or it's Jacob Rodriguez, the linebacker. The top defender of the nation, according to a lot of people. Got some Heisman votes. Gets 8 on the play, but well shy of the first. And Oregon going to have to punt for the first time today. They've been aggressive on 4th today, but I don't think they're going for on 4th and 6 of their own 39. So it's a quick 3 and out. Texas Tech's defensive line dominating against the run and looking very good against the pass with a pass breakup and 2, or pass breakup on a batted ball and 2 sacks. Lowest scoring affair so far. Both offenses trying to find their rhythm on these defenses. We go to the second. 3-0 Ducks. The first quarter of 2026 officially in the books. Again, if you like what you see, folks, hit that like button, subscribe. It does help us out a ton. We got emojis in the chat. If you remember, you can show your support for either one of these teams with the emojis. Western Oregon punting somebody at a $5 foot long. Probably. It's been a while. It's been a hot minute. Been a hot minute. We have about 900 in the chat. I appreciate all you guys tuning in. And make sure you tune in here for the Rose Bowl and for the Sugar Bowl. We got all 3 games on the docket today. Should be a really fun day. We've had over 33,000 in the chat already. Had over 120,000 yesterday. This has been a crazy day. Help us get to 70,000 subscribers. Help us get on the up and up. And we post videos every day. We stream every single day as well. So just keep that in mind. Hit that notification bell because we go live all the time. We're going to go live for the Holiday Bowl tomorrow as well. We go live for every NFL game. We got 2 NFL games on the docket on Saturday. High Point Basketball. I'm a High Point Basketball fan because I went to High Point. So we're on the call for pretty much all their games. We should be on the call for, I think Saturday we're going to be on the call. Should be on the call for the Saturday game against Charleston Southern or Longwood. I should be on the call for that one. I'm not sure yet. Sunday Night Football will be on the call for that Steelers-Ravens for the AFC North title. Monday night, we are live for the FCS Championship game. Illinois State, unseeded in the championship against Montana State. Should be a fun one. We're going to be on the call for that one. Tuesday, you're going to help me decide which college basketball game we're calling with your donations. Every donation counts as triple. So you donate $5 counts as 15, 10 counts as 30. You get the idea. High Point they're doing all right so far. I mean, 3 losses in non-conference play, but they've dominated every other game. They're a team that's so talented. They beat Asheville by 18 last time out. They should cruise through conference play. We'll see. We will see on that one. We're live for a lot of college basketball games. Thursday, we'll be live for the bowl game. Friday, live for the bowl game, obviously. And we'll be live for the entirety of the NFL playoffs, except for Jaguars games. Because I do not stream Jaguars games. I did not think I'd say that this year. I did not think I would say we'd be live for every playoff game except Jaguars. But here we are. So we'll go to the second. And we're going to start off with an Oregon punt. 70% he ran with the Ducks to win this one. When the Stars back to the NL, swap the Rockies. I need a free win in the NL West. I mean, we because the Dodgers just kill us. I need a free win. Get ranked to the winner conference table? Probably not. Unfortunately, I don't think they would. Might get some votes, but I don't think we're going to get ranked if they run the table. 4th and 6. Oregon going left to right. Tech going right to left. Get the punt off here. Ferguson Reynolds. Williams will field it on a fair catch at the 21-yard line. A 40-yard punt, not the best. And the Red Raiders take over at the 21. No first down so far. Negative yards in that first quarter. 2 drives, 2 3-and-outs. So the Texas Cufflinks can do here. I will say they got off to a slow start offensively in the first quarter. Last time out against BYU. They trailed in that one 7-0 after one. Trail 3-0 here. But they bounced back very nicely. So they can adjust on drive number 3. Handoff up the middle. Dickey down to the 25-yard line. Stopped after a gain of 3. Amari Washington on the stop. We don't think they get by double digits or more? Probably. Well, not all. I don't think they're going to win all of them by double digits. I think there are going to be some they could lose. I think we lose 2 in conference play. Based on what I saw, I think we lose 2 in conference play. I don't know which ones. I don't think we lose at home in conference play. I think Longwood and Winthrop, I think we'll lose. 2nd and 7, 2 at the top, 2 at the bottom. Now the motion of the tight end. Carter over to the top of the screen. 3 at the top, 1 at the bottom, back to his left. Morton, they'll send 4. Pressure off the edge, gets rid of it. And that's intercepted at the 35-yard line on the out route. On the near side, Morton was pressured, threw it off his back foot. And Brandon Finney, the freshman corner, gets the interception. Finney, his 2nd career pick. Morton pressured off his back foot off the edge. And was trying to throw that one to Reggie Virgil, the senior wideout. Promising to throw off your back foot like that, it's going to be underthrown. And Finney able to jump the route. They have a friend with the Angels, yep. Best starting field position of the day for the Ducks. Brandon Finney reads it well. Oregon defensively, they have a lot to prove. Allowed 34 last time to JMU. Grant allowance, that was second half. They didn't force any turnovers that one. So not force any turnovers in that game. They get the turnover here on drive number 3. Still negative yards for Texas Tech. And they're down the turnover battle. And Oregon's got the 34. Going left to right. 2 at the top of the screen. Back to his left here. Moore takes the snap. He's going up the middle to start. And they'll get nothing. Not able to run on this Tech team right now. Just 11 yards rushing on 13 carries. Now, granted, sacks do play a part in that. Moore's been sacked twice, but it's not helped. Morton, that last interception, just his 5th of the season. 2 at the top of the screen in the pistol. They'll motion the tight end Sadiq over to the top of the screen as a blocker. 2nd down. Moore, play action, loses the ball. Trying to dive on it. I think he fell on it. I think he fell on that ball. But now you're out of field goal range. Come on with a 5. Appreciate you, man. The ball's picked off on 3rd and long, midfield at the 1-yard line. But you have no one's run just bad down. Won't. No. No, it's hard to think like that. I get what you're saying. I definitely get what you're saying, 3rd and long, because a punt will not be that. I get that. It's basically an arm punt. But it's hard to think like that in that moment. Right, 3rd and 20, the opposing 45? Yeah, well, 3rd and 20, the opposing 45 wouldn't do that. Not 3rd and 20, the opposing 45. Because then they could kick the field goal. 3rd and a mile. Moore, deep shot on the wheel route, not looking, miscommunication. And despite the great field position, they'll have to punt. Despite the great field position, I appreciate you coming on that one. I appreciate you a ton on that one. But the wheel route to Sadiq, he wasn't looking for the ball. Or the opposing 45, I wouldn't do it. At the 50, I get where you're coming from. Deuce Robinson return the Seminoles. That's the right move. He was not as good this year as I would have hoped to get out to the draft. So no harm done. The Tech defense playing very, very well. Bama's going to beat IU. I promise you they don't win. I'll do 100 the challenge. Oh, wow. All right. Punt here bounces and fielded at the 10. Not the cleanest job there by the gunning team, but Austin able to down that ball for a 35-yard punt. All right, Dizzy, I appreciate you a ton on that one. "35-yard punt. Tech defense gets the stand after the interception thrown by Morden. A rare mistake by Morden. All out of sorts on the ensuing drive by the Ducks. 3-0 the score. Dallas Wilson back with the Gators. I love that. I love that. 6-3. If you're, are we talking NFL or college? We're talking NFL or college on that one. So that changes the equation. So ball to 10 here for the Red Raiders. Still nothing doing offensively for Texas Tech. Their defense playing their butts off. They've allowed 1 yard rushing on 14 carries. Granted, more 5 carries, negative 23 yards, minus 23 yards. A lot of that's sacks, so it's a bit inflated, but still, even without that, 9 carries for Oregon, 24 yards. On design runs, they're averaging less than 3 yards a carry. Problem though for Texas Tech right now is their offense got nothing doing. 1 yard of offense. No first downs. 0 for 2 on third down. Their longest play today is 7 yards. Can Tech do anything on drive number 4? Again, we got 3 games on the docket today, including the Rose Bowl and the Sugar Bowl. We're on the call for all of it. So I appreciate all you guys tuning in for this stream, and hopefully you are here throughout the entirety of the day as we will take you to all 3 games today. But it depends on the team, yeah. Bam gonna beat Indy? I don't know. I don't know on that one. Alabama start off very slow in a lot of their last few games. Ty Simpson looks a bit rattled at times. The receivers drop a lot. Run game is not as good as you would like to see. Indiana's got a darn good defense. And I'm not sure Indiana's faced a quarterback as good as Mendoza this season. So when they played Stockton, it was not even close. The second time. Mateer's not good. John Mateer's not good. Jacoby Williams in the backfield to his right. Again, Texas Tech going right to left. They'll have at the 10-yard line here. 2 at the top of the screen. No harm done after the interception. Now Williams goes to his left. They'll go up the middle to Williams, and Williams brought down the 12-yard line. Gain of 2 as he's taken down by Jerry Mixon, the junior linebacker. Now look at the ring play factor. Yep. Although it is supposed to stop. They have the same team to beat Georgia, even though Georgia got the revenge. That is true. Look, if Simpson plays well, they can beat anyone. Problem is that offensive line, Simpson can be rattled sometimes. They'll go quick. Second 8, sweep play to Williams. Try to reverse field and able to do so. Gets a first down and then some. Williams, space to work down the near side. First down and then some for Texas Tech. Out of bounds at the 37-yard line of Oregon. Jacoby Williams was balled up on the sweep play, but a nice job there stopping on a dime. Able to juke out of the tackle from Devin Jackson, I believe. And a first down for the Red Raiders after a monster gain. We'll call it about 51 yards. And Jacoby Williams, the sophomore back, when he gets going, he is so fast. 2 at the top, 1 at the bottom, back to his right. First play in plus territory today. They're going to send 4. Checks it down the flat, incomplete for Williams. Over under 0.5 touchdowns this game. Well, Tech is driving right now. Morden's still struggling on this one. I like the play concept there. I do like the play concept. You had a blocker out there in front too with Reggie Virgil. Should have been a gain of about 5 or 6 on that one. Just sneak Williams out behind the backfield. Problem is that the throw's going to be better. 50.5, I'm taking the under on that one. Quick little screen to Williams on the far side. Try to get him involved in open space, but this time bottled up after a gain of just 2. Thrown down the play by Tiedemann. Oh, Cam Miller, your thoughts on Cam Miller's signing? It's a nothing burger. I think at this point, the final week of the season, I think it's a nothing burger. Just try to see what he's got. Might as well play the young, throw some flyers on guys, see what happens. Throw some flyers on some guys and see what the heck happens. The defense did their homework. Yep, these defenses are very good this season. Texas fans yelling injury to Oregon. 3rd and 8. You wonder if it's 4-down territory here at the 36. 2 at the top, 3 at the bottom. Morton, slam pass, tipped to the line and incomplete. Falls harmlessly to the ground. Jerry Mixon able to get a hit on that one. And we will see what the Red Raiders decide to do. Harrington's got a leg. His longest kick is 58. So a 54-yard try in perfect conditions. But do you try it? The slam pass, not sure if you would have the inside leverage. I think you had the corner closing in. Would have been a contested grab with Bryce closing in. But they are going to kick the field goal. 54 yards out. Harrington to tie it up. That is drifting wide left from the start. Not even close. So despite the great run by Jacoby Williams to flip the field, it's all for nothing. Just 1 first down allowed by Oregon so far. Well, it's not a matter of taking the points. It'd be a 54-yard try. That's the problem. It's a long field goal at the college ranks. Harrington, his 6th miss of the season. I would have gone for it. I would have gone. That's not hindsight bias. It's not a matter of taking the points. If there was like a 40-yard try, yeah, you take the points on 4th and 8 easily. Low-scoring game like this, you take the points. But 4th and 8, 54 yards? Yeah. No. That's not a take-the-points situation. That's not a take-the-point situation. That's a borderline field goal at this level. High snap here. Miscommunication. Moore able to get rid of it on the near side. Breaks a tackle and a loss of 2 to Corian Moore. The offensive line play has been atrocious for Oregon today. And Moore, that's the 2nd time he's had trouble with the snap already. Tough, yep. It's the 2nd time they've not been on the same page. Bit of a high snap there. Ayapani, not a great snap. 2nd and 12, though, a quick play action. Flags fly. We got some movement before. That's how 3 straight sequences, 3 straight drives for Oregon where they're playing behind schedule. You had 1st and 20 off a hold. Then you had another 1st and 20. After a bad snap. Now you have a false start, make it 2nd and 12, now 2nd and 17. Oregon's not doing themselves any favors. Say it has a new backman 26. Ooh. Yeah, I'm not surprised that he's entering the portal. I'm not surprised that Lincoln's entering the portal. He won't get any playing time. I'm not surprised. Texan's playing well, but it helps when you're playing in front of schedule all the time. Screen pass to the near side. That's caught. And can't break the tackle at the 31-yard line. Tech doing a very good job in the open field tackling. De'Ara Hill, his first touch of the day. He'll get 2, 3rd and 15. This elite offense never shows up. What's the tempo? It's really the tempo they use. Or it's what supports for they got. Yeah, this is not good for Oregon right now. Tech's making good tackles, but Oregon shooting themselves in the foot. Oregon right now is playing behind schedule, and Tech's not doing anything. Tech's not doing anything like special. I mean, they're making great tackles, but Tech's not doing anything special to get behind schedule. Just miscommunication, bad snaps. Top 16 lose, so they change the format. Yeah, they'll go to 16. They'll send 4 more. Screen pass to his tight end, Johnson, at the 40. Makes one man miss and brought down the 42. Will be well shy of the sticks by about 11 yards. How's it going, Nathan? Gifted a membership to Chow. Thank you. If not, I don't know who gifted it. Like, to you specifically, but I appreciate you a ton, Nathan, for being a fan. I was so sorry against USC. Yep. 4th down, they'll have to punt it away. Tech has allowed an opening drive field goal, but since then, allowed nothing. Part of the reason why is Oregon's playing behind schedule just about every single time. They can't run the ball. They're averaging about a yard, or they have a yard total, not even a yard per carry. They're averaging less than a yard per carry, about 0 yards a carry. James Ferguson Reynolds on the punt. It's a fake! It's a fake! They saw Tech rushing, and they get the first. They saw the formation there. Fake punt. They saw Tech send 4, and didn't have anyone back and contain. They saw an opportunity, and it's Tuoti making the grab. The linebacker. A trick play. A beautiful job there. They saw that Tech was sending everyone and had no one in contain. They saw that on the first time they punted. They sensed an opportunity, and they take advantage of it. Just what they needed. No one in contain. They had 4 rushing, everyone else dropping back, and only 1 in contain. That's a phenomenal call. It's the same formation they ran last time on the punt, and Tech will take a timeout to get everyone sorted out, just so that they don't get off rhythm here with tempo. A beautiful fake. What a call by Lanning. Happy New Year, baby. Happy New Year, Nathan. Appreciate you tuning in. That's a phenomenal call by Lanning. I'm not just saying that because it worked. It was the same formation they ran the first time. The first time they ran that formation, they had 4 guys rushing, 1 in contain. So if you have 2 receivers, there's going to be 1 guy wide open. And easy play in the flat. So if you run that play, you're going to have 1 guy open regardless. It's the same look as last time. I think it was audibled into. Because Tech was going for the block. Yeah, that's how you run a fake punt. Yeah, they saw the look the first time. The same exact look. You send 4. Contain with 1. And it's wide open. So, somewhat of a risky call. Obviously, trusting your punter in that spot and then trust your linebacker to catch the ball. Because obviously your defense playing lights out. Tech has not done anything. Give him a short field if it doesn't work, but a much needed play for the Ducks. The ball at the 45-yard line here. Tech wisely taking a timeout. Just get everyone on the same page. Because now the defense has to go back on the field. You think you can take a breather? Not so fast, my friend. And when you look at the stats right now, Texas Tech has run a grand total of 13 plays. Oregon has run 32. Garrett Joe's call. Oh, he's so good with energy. I do love his energy. I have to listen to the call on that one. But 32-13 in terms of total plays. Like, I'm assuming that was audible into. I'm assuming Ferguson Reynolds had the green light after that last punt where, hey, if you get this look again. Because there was no one in contain. Because he's a running punter. He takes 3 steps before running. The time from snap to ball off the foot is pretty high for Ferguson Reynolds. He's not a conventional punter in that regard. Joe called the Nathan Fowler? I don't hate that. Like, I love Joe in college football. Didn't work for the NFL. But I do like it for college football a lot. So one of Oregon's best offensive plays today comes from their special teams unit. Comes from their punter, and it's Tuodi, the junior linebacker. His first grab of the season. Unsurprisingly. Yep, that's him. Yep. He's excited. Very excited. 8:21 to go in the first half. Oregon leading 3-0. 2 at the bottom of the screen. Now they're going to motion McClellan to the top. So 1 at the top, 1 at the bottom. Can Oregon take advantage of the short field at the 46-yard line? They got a lifeline off the fake punt. Can they do something with it? They'll go stretch play here. Gain of 2 on the near side. Was brought down by Brendan Jordan. I know that only got 2. I know that only got 2 yards. Yeah, exactly. I'm on that one. But that's the kind of play Oregon needs. They've been behind schedule so much. Second and 20, second and 17. They've been behind schedule so much today that getting 2, being semi-on schedule, that's all right. Going to toss it out to the far side. Well, that's not all right, because now you're behind schedule again. Loss of 3. De'Ara Hill taken down by Ben Roberts. Oregon, the second best team in the country in yards per carry. They're averaging about 0 yards a carry so far. And now you're behind schedule, 3rd and long. Moore's a darn good quarterback, but it's tough in these spots to constantly be 2nd and 20, 3rd and 20, 3rd and 11 all the time. Right, Morse of yourself, it's the pro game. I think so too. 1 at the top, 2 at the bottom, back to his left. Oh, McDonough's better on college than pro. And he's subdued. Moore in the gun. They'll send 4. Hitch route, middle of the field. That's caught the 40. And I think they're going to go for it here. That's a play design you don't call if you're not going for on 4th. You're not kicking here. Be a 58-yard try. So offense runs second long, taking shots. Yep. They're trying to establish the run, but it's tough on the Texas Tech defense, where it's so good on the ground. It's been that way all season. They're 1 for 2 on 4th today. Actually, 2 for 3 because of the fake punt. They're 2 for 3 on 4th. I don't think there's much of a decision here at the 40-yard line. If you called a fake punt earlier on 4th and 4 in your own territory, think there's no debate here. You're not punting. 2 at the top, 1 at the bottom. They'll motion Benson to the top of the screen. Back to his right. Moore will take it. They'll send 4. Has a clean pocket. Checks it down. Caught by his back at the 35-yard line. Gain of 5 for Whittington. He's able to peel himself open. Definition along the 7+. Yep. I think that's most people's. Well, second 7 5. Second and 8 is a long run. Second 7, I'd say, is you're semi on schedule. But Whittington unaccounted for, and good catch there. How's it going, Cujo in Bronco Country? How's it going? And David Bailey, the offensive end, is to drop back in coverage, and good route by Whittington running to the opposite side of Bailey. They'll go quick pass here to the near side of the field. It's going to get 2 out of the 33. Second and 8. 5.5 to go. Moore will go quickly to the line. 3 at the top, 2 at the bottom. They'll send 4. Moore. Deep shot down the far sideline. Back shoulder. And he held on. What a grab by Malik Benson, the senior wideout. Good tight coverage there, but a perfect throw only in a spot where Benson could get it. And they're in the red zone. Gain of 22. Coverage there by Bryce Pollock, the junior corner. You cannot throw that ball any better. Not a catch in the NFL, but in college you only need 1 foot. And Benson coming down with that. They go quick on the bubble screen, blown up. No gain on the play. Are the best play every play? Yeah, just part of the atmosphere. Incomplete, second down. They went quick to the line, just blown up. Benson couldn't set the block on that one. Rodriguez in on that stop. Second and 10. I should say he was out the 10-yard line, so it's actually second and goal. I thought it was out the 11, but it is second and goal. In the pistol here, 1 the top, 1 the bottom. Hand up the middle to the 5, and down to the 2. Jordan Davison, one of the best runs for Oregon so far today. He gets 8. Now you figure it's 4 down territory. They go quick to the line with 4.5 to go. So Tech can't get their goal line defense out. They'll go run again to Davison. Second effort, he's bottled up. Well, I don't think with the way your defense is playing, it's much of a decision right now. Tech has only 1 first down today. You don't get this. They're pinned inside the 2. You're 3 for 4 on 4th today. You converted 2 4th downs this drive. Drive the TV announcers, that's just a mic issue. Not just a microphone issue. I think it's an easy go-forward spot. 4th and goal at the 2. Tech will bring the big nose tackle on. Still in the huddle. Oh, they're going to reset the clock. Okay, I was going to say. The reset the clock is Oregon to call a timeout. Smart timeout by Oregon. Well, no, Fowler's doing the... I think McDonough's doing the Sugar Bowl, then Fowler's doing the Rose Bowl. I'll put a poll up. Would you go for it here? For me, it's no-brainer. No-brainer. The way your defense is playing, worst case, Tech has it at the 2-yard line with 1 first down today. Tech had a 50-yard run by Jacoby Williams. Outside of that run, they have 5 yards all day. They have 4 shots in, yep. Oregon 3 for 4 on 4th today. They got stuffed last time on the ground when they went for on 4th and 2. Vote in that poll. Would you go for it? If you are a member, we have emojis in the chat. We got 700 in the chat right now. Appreciate all you guys tuning in for this one. You no-brainer? Yes. I think this one's a no-brainer. Now, 6-0, I might consider taking the points. 6-0 making a 2-score game, I might consider taking the points. But 3-0? Nah, I try to make a 2-score game here. 6 of them might change the equation. But 3-0, nah. Especially because Tech gets the ball for the second half. Because your defense is playing well. Granted, Tech's defense is also playing very well today. But I think you trust your offense to get 2 yards. If you do, it's a 2-score game, and Tech is on the back foot at this point. We got the Rose Bowl here tonight. We got the Sugar Bowl as well at 8 o'clock. The Rose Bowl at 4. Be on the call for all those games. I'll set those streams up afterwards. All those games on ESPN and all those games I'll be calling on this channel. I wouldn't think you take the time out if you're not going to go for it. 72% of you say go for it here. Try making it a 2-score game. And I agree. I agree with the majority here. They're 3 for 4 on 4th down today. 2 for 2 this drive, including the fake punt. A 7-minute drive. Can they get 7? Back is Davidson. Moore in the gun. 2 at the bottom of the screen. Sadiq motions to the bottom as well as a blocker. Moore will take it. Flushed out to the far side. Looking, first one up there. Second read, batted down the line. Broken up on the play. It's Bailey who breaks it up. It's a turnover on downs. It's the second time that on 4th down, Oregon called a play where they go to the short side of the field. They go to the bottom of the screen. And Moore, the first read was not there on that corner route by Benson. And Bailey, for the second time today, breaks up a pass unaccounted for. Why not get the field goal there? Because you're at the 2-yard line? I get it. I got pin them deep. Yeah, you pinned them deep. So 7-minute drive, multiple 4th-down conversions. They get nothing out of it. Now Tech pin back. They'll go to Dickey up the middle. He'll get about 3 to the 5-yard line. Over on points scored was 50.5, but I think the under is going to hit. I don't like that play call. I like the decision to go for it. I don't like the play call to cut off the field in half. I'm never crazy about those calls with those routes. They'll send 4. Morton, deep shot down the far sideline. Double coverage. Incomplete. Tight coverage there by Kennedy. 3rd down. Morton has not done anything today. Yeah, they had a 50-yard run by Jacoby Williams. Outside of that, 8 yards of offense today. Had safety help there, too. If he was closing in. I still like the play call. 2 to the top, 2 to the bottom. Back to his right here is Williams. Showing blitz. Texas Tech 0 for... Whoa, we got a lot of 1. 0 for 3 on 3rd down so far this game. They'll bunch up everyone inside now. Still 4 wide. Morton takes it. In his own end zone. Slam pass, middle of the field. That's caught. Just the second first down of the game. And it's Terrence Carter at the 15-yard line. He'll get 10. Late reactions there by Aaron Flowers. Left Carter wide open on the slant. Gonna check it down to his back. Dickey, low throw, incomplete. Was pressured and had to just get rid of that thing off balance. But have the check down open. 2nd down now. Oregon allowed 6 points defensively in the first half against JMU last game. Allowed 6 points in the first half of their playoff games combined at this point. 2 to the top, 1 to the bottom in the pistol. They'll go up the middle. Williams Dickey trying to bounce outside on the near side. Nothing doing. Great tackle there. It's Finney. Had the pick earlier. Comes up in the box, makes the play. Nothing doing. Take the point. Stevens playing the skill at breathing room. No, I'm fine with it. At the 2-yard line, 4th and goal at the 2, I'm okay with it. I got that sports stuff too. I got it with the mindset. Yep. 3 at the top, 1 at the bottom. Back to his left. Morton takes it. Play action. They'll send 4. Morton, 2nd read. Slam pass again. That's the 2nd time they've gone a 1st down on a slam pass at the 26-yard line. First grab for Coy Eakin, the redshirt junior wideout, who had 3 grabs for 66 yards last time out against BYU. Had 1 first down before this drive. They got 2 on this one. Moving it well after being pinned inside their own 2, but now they're not. The ball's out. The ball is out. The handoff. Dickey loses it. And Oregon forces their second turnover of the quarter. They'll get at the 29-yard line with 2:29 to go. A botched handoff, and Finney falls on it. He's been everywhere today. Dickey tried the spin move to get around the linebacker, and a bit loosey-goosey with the ball. The sophomore back, his 5th fumble of the season, 4th fumble lost. Ball security has been an issue with him all season. That's an issue there. Ball the 29-yard line now for the Ducks. 3 at the top, 1 at the bottom, back to his left. Last time they forced a turnover, got nothing out of it, had to punt it away. More. Quick little hitch route to the near side. That's caught by Benson at the 22-yard line. Gain of 7. And now I'm taking my time from Oregon. I'm not calling a play. I'm not giving Tech a chance to double dip. I would not call a play here. I would not be snapping this. Moore gets to the line quickly. I'm not sure he's going to snap it, though. I would not be. Finite end to the drive and all that. You don't need all this time to go down 22 yards. I'm taking it to the 2-minute timeout, and they are. How's it going? I'm Matt. Appreciate you tuning in. This time, take points on 4th down. Obviously, only if you don't get a touchdown. We'll see. We will see on that. Depends how close they are. I'm not giving Tech a chance to double dip if at all possible. I'm running the ball here, and I'm running it again. I'm going 3 plays to get 2 yards. Because what that does, 3 plays to get 2 yards, run, run, run. What it does is you trust your offense to get 2 yards. If you do, you can take the clock all the way down and Tech doesn't touch it again. Because they have 2 timeouts. They don't have all 3. I'm running 3 times. Oh, really, Michael? That one? Wow. That's awesome. SEC -4. Those, jeez. Quality losses, though. They have 4 quality losses, and that's what matters. And I am running it 3 times here. I am making sure Tech does not touch the ball again. Especially because Tech gets the ball started the second half. I don't think you're going to lose yards on a run up the middle. You need to average a yard per carry over the next 3 plays. You can take it all the way down. You still got to burn it time out for the fake punt to get their defense settled down. You're wondering time possession. It feels like, wait a sec, Tech has not been on the field today. Well, you're right. Texas Tech, 7 minutes of possession. For some perspective, the last drive for Oregon was 7 minutes. Oregon, 21 minutes of possession compared to 7 for the Red Raiders. You love Oregon more because of great defense. Absolutely, Big Tiger. Yep. I do love that. How's it going, Riley? Appreciate you, and Happy New Year to you, Rob. Appreciate you, man. You know, Michigan, like they're not taking any heat at this point. Not after Ohio State. They're not taking any heat. So 2nd and 2 here. Again, I'm running it 3 times. Miami carrying the ACC slept on them. I think a lot of people did. That defense is darn good. I slept on Beck. I think I slept on Beck. Tech's like falling apart? Not yet. I mean, offensively it hasn't been pretty, but still plenty of time left. They get the ball started the second half. Still plenty of time. I formation here. Whittington in the backfield. Again, I'm running it. 2nd and 2. They are going to run it. Whittington, he'll get a yard. Again, that's okay. I think Tech will take their time out. They should, at least. But they're not going to. Oh, I think it's a mistake by Tech. By Joey McGuire. I would not be hurrying if I'm Oregon. I'm taking it all the way down. They go quick. Oh, I don't... What? Why the heck would they do that? And now Tech will take their... What was Lanning doing there? They run the ball loose, too. 4th and 3. What was Lanning doing on that one? You run the ball on seconds, you can take 40 seconds off the clock. You don't think go no huddle and go to the line quickly. I don't get what the play calling is. And now Tech burns their second timeout. Now I'm taking the field goal. Now I'm taking the points. I am baffled by that. Okay, that was bizarro. I can't explain that. They letting Chris Paul swap bodies, maybe. Did Tech even have... Yeah, Tech burner time. I was going to say. But you run the ball there in that spot, so Tech doesn't have time to get it back. The idea is you run, you get your line set up, you go run, and then you can take it all the way down. You're trying to get Tech to jump? I don't know about that. The idea is you go run. I'm taking the points here. Now I'm taking them. So Texas Tech, 2 turnovers, deep in their own territory, and the best Oregon can do is 3 points, if they get this field goal. Just a bizarre sequence there. Some really odd play calling by Lanning. I would have taken 40 seconds off the clock. Sound Tech's going to have about 1:30 instead of 50 seconds to go down the field. Also, I think they can steal a possession their way, but I don't know if you can do that. 4th and 2, they're going to kick. 38 yards for Sappington. It's perfect. 2 field goals for the Ducks. They're up 6-0. You want to take the... Well, I'm fine with not taking the field goal on the first. I'm fine with it there. The dumb decision was the run on 3rd down quick with plenty of time on the play clock. Because now Tech can run their offense. But Sappington right down the middle. And 6-0. Well, they get Tech 1-7. They could take more time. I have no idea, Nathan. That's what I'm trying to wonder. That's what I'm wondering. I don't give Tech a chance to double dip. I agree with that, but then the thing was, I don't have a problem with the field goal there on 4th down because I want to make it 2 field goals. Problem is that the play calling to get to that point was insane. The play calling to get there was nuts. I'm not sure why you would run on 3rd with so much time on the play clock. Because you could have burned it all, taken it all the way down, and then had the final possession. The way you handled that, now you can't do it. Come on, with your Mets should not sign Kyle Tucker. I don't think it would fit their timeline. Yeah, I mean, Tucker did not play well the second half of this season. I don't think it would fit their timeline right now. I actually don't disagree with that. Seems counterintuitive with everything else they're doing. Kickoff end zone touchback. Appreciate you, good man, as always. Ball will be at the 25-yard line. Probably make 2 field goals to make it a 1-score game and a 1-score game and can be down 1 score and a half. Yeah, that is true. By the way, the way your offense is playing, yeah, hopefully I settle. Hopefully nothing else happens. Hopefully nothing else happens the rest of the way. I DM them, so hopefully. There was a video with her? Maybe. Because that was insane. See what Tech does on this drive. 3 at the top, 1 of them on back to his left. Oregon has 2 timeouts, so if they get a stop, they can get it back. Hitch route, and that's almost picked off. Jerry Mixon jumps the hitch to Terrence Carter. And now Tech has to be careful. Because Oregon's got 2 timeouts. So Oregon get the ball. Oregon can get it back. That's fair, Sports Talk. That's fair. Morton below 50% completion. A motion Virgil over to the bottom. Screen, pump fake the screen to Virgil. With a man in the throwing lane. That's going to get 4. Ball came out. And full on at the 29-yard line. Actually, the cameraman just lost his bearings. I called time out for Morgan. I would call time out Morgan. I'd try and get the ball back. Should we react to all the games? Yes. Wait, Oregon's not taking... What is Lanning doing today? Why is Lanning not taking a timeout? I'd be taking one here from Lanning. If you get the stop, you get it back. Now, Tech taking their time, as they should, on 3rd and medium. 2 to the top, 2 to the bottom. Morton's going to snap it. They're going to send 4. Pump fake. Morton flushed out. Going to try and take off and run for it. Spin move with no one and stopped. No gain to Odie. Makes the second. Now Oregon takes a timeout. Okay. So they'll have a timeout. They'll get it back. I don't know what Lanning's doing today. But they forced a 3-and-out defensively. Well, I saw in real time because commercial breaks are 3.5 minutes in college. That's why. Commercial breaks in between the quarters are 3.5 minutes. Timeouts are 2.5 minutes. In NFL, everything's 2 minutes. That's why. Kurt Beck review the pan. No. I don't know. Yeah. I'm very confused why Lanning's calling this with clock management. And he'll get it back, right? Time is important, losing like 30 seconds, especially in college when the clock stops. The clock stops on everything in college. It stops out of bounds when you get first downs. I'm very confused by how Lanning called that. Entire sequence. That entire final 2 minutes. But Texas Tech only 3 first downs today, averaging less than a first down per drive. Burgess on to punt. Benson back to return. And Oregon shoot themselves in the foot. They shoot up by more than 6. Brothers are shooting themselves in the foot. Tech only 8 minutes of possession. The punt here, fair catch for Benson to the 21-yard line. So good punt there, 49 yards. Oh, Caillou on that one. That's great. I think Lanning's possibly buzzed or drunk. I don't know what he's doing right now. Fair catch. No, he had no space. That's the right call. That's the right call. He didn't have a lot of space. There was a guy coming down the gap. 2 to the top, 1 to the bottom. He didn't have that much space. There was a guy coming down on him. If he made a miss, he would have had space, but I get it. More. They'll send 4. Looking out route to the far side. That's caught. Called a gain of 9. Didn't get the first. Had to run backwards with Benson making the grab at the 30-yard line. Second one, you have a timeout. Figure in these conditions, we saw 7 hit a huge kick against Iowa. We saw you do have a leg. You got to get to about the 40 to have a shot. About 30 yards. Morgan's switch for time. Oh, fiction. Moore's not the problem today. Moore's not the problem. The run game can't do anything right now. Yeah, Moore's 20 for 25. He's not getting benched. 3 at the top of the screen. Back to his left. Play action. I'll fake the bubble screen on the wheel route. That's a beautiful play design. To the 41-yard line. That'll stop the clock for the moment. Gain of 11. I don't think Decorian Moore got out of bounds. He did not. So clock will be running after this resets. Pump fake on the bubble screen. Go wheel. That's a great concept. So the Jaguars run against the Seahawks. They'll send 4 more. Stepping up. Flushed out to the far side. Fires on the run. Open on the corner. Caught. And out of bounds. Stopping the clock. It's Johnson. At the 36 of Tech. Had a great opening drive. Johnson been pretty quiet since then, but gets 23 there. Now you're in field goal range with 19 seconds. And you have a timeout to work with. More 3 for 3 on this drive. 2 at the top of the screen, 1 at the bottom. Moore loses the handle. It's a bad snap. That's the 3rd time today that's happened. And with 12, now we'll take the time with 11. Now you're out of field goal range. Pretty sure 2 turnover on that one. I thought about being air traffic controller. Plays extremely well. Too much stress. I've seen the videos of it. It's way too much stress. So 2nd and 21. It's the 3rd time today. So a bad snap. They might have to replace centers. I could see that happening. You might have to take out Iapane on that one. That's the 2nd time, too, it happened in field goal range. Oregon has at least 12 points if they have a center that snaps the ball well. Excuse me, the second time today it's happened. And that one, he thought he was under center. I don't know why he thought he would be under center on that one. First ever rule for NFL with under 2 minutes and a half? I would not. No. I would not for the NFL. Let's throw their food too much. Tech hanging around for a win. Yeah, Oregon is playing with the food a lot. They have no timeouts. Now you're out of field goal range. 2 bad snaps. Iapani's still out there at center. Oh, why? I thought he'd be under center and on the gun in that spot. They're going to send 4. Moore rolls out to the near side, fires across the field, but why would you have no timeouts? That's going to be the half. Moore could have taken off and run. Moore could have taken off and run for about 10 yards. There's a flag on the play. He could have taken off for about 10 yards on that one and gotten out of bounds. He throws middle of the field. It's not going to matter. It's holding on the play either way. Oregon is just playing out of their minds right now. Holding on Oregon, so they'll obviously decline that. And that'll be the end of the half. Well, now they're going to accept it. The headed first abomination is video. This is insane. Well, they're going to accept the penalty, make it 2nd and 33. I don't even know what you do at this point. Well, that was the last play? I don't even know. Yeah, 3 seconds, so they will accept it because there are 3 seconds on the clock. And they'll just take a knee. They'll just go into the half. What the heck was Oregon doing there? That is one of the sloppiest end of halves I've ever seen. In terms of clock management, in terms of play calling, decision making, that is one of the sloppiest halves. Are you accept? I think there are 3 seconds left. Chance to spike and then get the field goal. So I got it. What we just watched? Yeah, I don't know. I honestly couldn't tell you what we just watched. I could not tell you. We'll stay on for the half. We will stay on. Texas Tech has 3 first downs. They're only down by 6, and they get the ball. Tech gets it after the half. Right, my side with the Astros. Yep, good move for them. They have a center that can't snap it. And a coach doesn't know how to manage the clock. A running game that can't work. Kyle Tucker says, what your contract? I'm going to say facts at this point. Bailey Tay's been a baller. 2 pass breakups and a sack. He's been incredible. I think they figure they're just going to take a knee. They say let's give a 6-7 dream is still alive. Yes, it is. Texas Tech, 88 yards of offense, 38 yards if you take out the 50-yard run. The play calling is blowing my mind. Yeah. They've had so many chances in plus territory. I mean, they literally had 2 drives end out of field goal range because their center had a high snap. And I get why they're not wanting to give players long-term deals. I get it, because with the impending lockout on 27, potentially, I get it. I don't know if there's going to be a cap. Texas Tech is only down by 1 score to start having the ball for 8 minutes. Enjoy. Mike Goldberg was on the front foot with that one. He was on the front foot there. And Tech gets to start the second half. We'll stay on. Everyone getting 1-year deals, which makes sense with the strike in 27 or the lockout 27. Be live for the Rose Bowl later today and the Sugar Bowl. Should be a fun day. If all goes according to plan. Happy 2026, Santiago. Appreciate you tuning in. There are 47,000 in the chat in total on this stream. You guys have been awesome. Appreciate all you guys a ton for being here. The fact that Oregon's only up by 6 is an indictment on the coaching staff and everything, really. But good defense, obviously. Great defense for Oregon. They have not allowed a touchdown yet in the first half of either of their playoff games. I think there would be a grace period. I think there would be. Obviously, a lot of talk with Oregon's about the offense. Defensively, darn good team. Darn good team. They allowed just 7 points in the first half against Washington. 6 drives, 7 points for the Huskies. That game off a 2-minute drill spot. Oregon's allowed just 10 points in the first half of their last 3 games combined. Yeah, it makes you feel inevitable. Yep. Why is it going to check down 27? Owners. Debate on whether there should be a salary cap or not. That's why. Kill Scott Boras? I don't hate that. Scott Boras is bad for baseball. And we're at halftime right now. Oregon look to become the 6th straight team to win against a team coming off a bye. Henry Game season. I think that could be a possibility. I definitely think that could be a possibility. How you doing, JP? Happy New Year to you, man. What court do you even go to? They have a whole thing. They have a whole thing like when you sign the deal with YouTube, you go you adjudicate in a certain court. Rose Bowl starts at 4:10 Eastern. We'll be on the call for that one. Cowboys situation figured out? Yes and no. The stream is back up. But I still have the warning on my channel, so if I get another one, it'd be a strike and I can't stream for a week. So I'm trying to get that removed. I'm escalating the matter as high as I can. Like, YouTube's screwing me over right now. Like, literally, their AI flagged me for a blank screen. For promoting illegal gambling. Which, obviously, I did not do. Seeing as it was literally a countdown clock. To the start of the stream, the start of the game. We have to have at least half the year played, yeah. I agree with you. Otherwise, it just doesn't work. What happened? Yeah, long story short, YouTube thought I violated their policy. Yeah, 2 false warnings press week. It's crazy. Their AI system's a mess. Yeah, long story short, you're not allowed to promote illegal gambling sites, which makes sense. You can't promote illegal gambling sites on YouTube. They thought I did that because I had a countdown clock. You know, all the streams start with a countdown clock. Oh no, I'm actually down to. It's my livelihood at this point. I'm down to do it. It's not a scare tactic. It would be my livelihood. Rose Bowl combo. I don't know what the semifinal will be next year. So I start with a countdown clock. Every streamer starts with a countdown clock. Rossi does it. Everyone does it. Where they start with a countdown clock, like streams starting soon. You have to wait to the future. Yep. Everyone starts with a countdown clock. And I start on the countdown clock. It's literally just a blank screen. The countdown clock. And they flagged it for promoting illegal activity. Which makes no sense. Then I appealed it. They denied the appeal. Within 20 minutes, they denied the appeal. So a human or someone looked at it and said, no, you promote illegal gambling. I'm like, wait, what? So now I edited that part out because I don't care about the countdown clock on the replays on the stream. And I have a warning on my channel at this point. So, again, another one the next 90 days I get a strike. then I can't stream for a week. Or I can't post for a week. The reason is no. Well, the reason was I promoted illegal gambling, which I did not. It's literally a blank screen. It's literally everything starts off like everything starts off like this. Every stream starts off like this, where I have a countdown clock going and all that fun stuff. Right? There's no way he would look at that appeal. So I DM them. They said, let me know if any other issues. Let's something else. And I said, no, it is something else. The warning's not removed. I need you to remove. So you have to send me that quickly. Yeah, no one. To choose your behalf, you can. Yes, you can. Something to the countdown screen? I can't. I can't do the countdown screen. Everyone, like... This is completely random. It's completely random when it happens. So I'm not breaking any rules. If I try to go to this battling court, yeah. Batman Trans Cincinnati? Yeah, Simpson plays well, yeah. Generic countdown screen? I mean, it is a generic countdown screen. I don't know. It makes no sense. I mean, it's pretty generic as it is. I don't think it's anything to do with the countdown. It's completely random. It's completely random. Cat thinks she's Gus Frutz, let her have the wallet of happiness. Nice. Because they got me earlier for Hawaii Bowl for spam, which obviously was not, because it's completely... The AI system on YouTube is just broken right now. It's completely broken. Watch your friends? How's it going? I appreciate you a ton. All the way from across the pond. Appreciate you, man. Happy New Year to you. Of course, a dog fan. Well, we'll be on tonight for the Dogs game. We'll be on tonight for that one. Hope Oregon hires a new coach. No, but I'm not crazy about landing and management skills right now. Not crazy about that whatsoever. So someone's supposed to Worth. I mean, yes, we got to answer yes or yes. So if I get another one of those, I'm banned for a week on this platform. And then I don't know what to do. Especially around this time of year, I don't know what to do at that point. Right, it's not ready for that yet. Nope. No, it is not, JP. I'll take him to court, though. I will take him to court. I have no problem doing that. Maybe get a Twitch account back up as a failsafe? Maybe. I don't know, but I can't post videos then. I don't know what to do. If I get another one, I don't know what to do. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Like, I mean, we're going to do the Rose Bowl tonight. I'm just terrified it's going to cut off midstream. I'm terrified it might go off the air midstream. I think I'd be like, oh, you got a strike on your Cotton Bowl video, or your Orange Bowl video. I told you, yes, I did. I told him. It doesn't make any sense. Spotify Sports Podcast win. What happened? Long story short, YouTube flagged my thing for promoting illegal gambling when I did not. While they're removing the warning, I have no clue. But I'm talking with them right now. I am talking with them right now. Because it's the greatest country in the world. Yes, it is. So on GG8? No, you can't do it across any of your channels. It's active across every single channel. But I wrote him saying, like, I expect this to get removed. I expect this to get removed. The warning to get removed. Because I did not violate any policy. If it gets removed, we're all good. It's stressful, but we're all good. If it's not, we're in trouble. So the problem is that if I get one more, I can't stream for a week. First time I got flagged for that specific reason, yes. The Hawaii Bowl one got flagged for some reason. And then it got limited ad suitability afterwards, which I don't care about because it's after the... how it got limited ad suitability after the fact, but I don't care about that. So actually right now it doesn't have limited ad suitability, so they changed that. Contact you directly, you should be able to. But you cannot. Well, I think it was... I have no idea. I literally have no clue. Nothing about the anything makes sense. I think that's the thing with AI. Nothing about... If a human's not involved, nothing about makes any sense. It's just a case for... Maybe. I gotta figure something out. Does AI do the flagrants to my person? It has to be AI. Has to be. 100% AI. I don't know who it was, but... Can you appeal it? I already appealed. They denied it. They denied the appeal. Somehow. They denied the appeal, so... I'm... Basically, every stream I'm terrified at this point. Hudson Blue Hair Lawyer or Legal Team. Definitely Blue Hair Lawyer. Basically, every stream at this point, I'm terrified that they could just pull me off midway through. Like, we could be doing the Rose Bowl, and someone on YouTube could flag this potentially and be like, nope, you did something, now you can't stream for a week. Views on the appeal video? On the stream itself, we're about 140,000. Appeals from just AI, yep. So I'm trying to speak to an actual human on this. Maybe far from me on the spot. Yes, they do. Maybe a little bit better. Yeah, they need to. Yeah, they provide content. I'm talking to a real human. Probably not. But I DM'd them. I mean, I follow them. They said DM. What being flagged for? It was flagged for promoting illegal gambling. But just the countdown part. Literally just the countdown clock. Wasn't the entire stream. It was just the countdown clock. Yeah, long story short, what happened is that my Cannonball stream got flagged, and I have a warning on my channel. My appeal got denied. It got flagged for promoting illegal gambling. It was just the countdown clock part. Not anything else, just the countdown clock part. Which is obviously just a blank screen, where I'm not talking. It's literally a blank screen. Yeah, I'll do anything. Like, YouTube destroys my livelihood, it's game on. Start getting more on Twitch, I might have to. That's more, I mean, I hate Kick, but I might have to consider, at least as a backup plan. Oh, no, you're good, no, it's not that, no. Literally, it was the, oh, no, you're good, you had nothing to do with it, no. Literally, the rest of the stream was fine, it was just the countdown clock. Where there's nothing happening. Where it's just me saying like 10 minutes to go before we start the stream. It was just that. Last minute another appeal. Am I allowed to submit one? You can't. So one thing for all the marbles. One appeal for everything. Right, it's not copyright, no. Nothing makes sense. So it's a one appeal for all the marbles thing. It makes no sense, JFK. Is it the poll? No, it's not the poll. Had nothing to do with the chat. It has nothing to do with the chat. And so I appealed it at 12:10 and they rejected it at 12:40. Cardinals is analyst if you get stupid. Probably gambling company? No, that's different. That's different. So those are regulated. You can't do an unregulated site. But so you're allowed to promote regulated gambling. Like DraftKings, FanDuel, like stuff like that. Let someone talk about it? Yeah. Yeah, I will. Yeah, I will. I've had a lot of YouTubers' backs for so many years with copyright. I hope one of them answers the call and has mine. YouTube takes 30%. I'm not sure how much Twitch takes out. I've done a lot of favors for a lot of YouTubers. I need one to return the favor if there's some goodness in the world. If this happens, because this is insane. Yeah, we'll see, JP. We will see. Well, the second half starting just a little bit. I appreciate all you guys tuning in for this one. So I shouldn't have to ever be worried about streaming. I shouldn't ever have to be worried about, like, what happens if it gets flagged and then I have a strike and now I can't post for a week, can't stream for a week, we can't make money for a week? It's... Probably couldn't sue for millions, but... So it said was... No, they did not. They did not even say. I can show you the email I got. I can show you the exact email I got before we start the second half here. The exact email I got was this. We think your content didn't follow our sale of regulated good policies. Why can't I contact them directly? Because they're insane. Content that promotes facilities access to links to online gambling banner sites doesn't allow unless the main meets local legal requirements is currently certified on YouTube. See an example around the 126 mark. Oops, I went wrong. But you see the 126 mark of my video with just the countdown clock. And then I appealed it, and literally right after the appeal, we reached a decision. We reviewed your content carefully. Yes, you did. You gonna video about this? I think at this point I might have to. But yeah, probably disappointing news. Yeah, that's an understatement. Yeah, my thing was definitely making it a safe place. My thing was definitely making it unsafe for everyone. Yep. You got that one right, YouTube. My stream was definitely making it unsafe for people. That puts you a 10 loss. Yeah, I don't want to go off there either. Click out and edit? No, I did. I did, but that's already... I already got the warning. I can't take it back. Because I don't care about the countdown clock. I mean, once the stream is done, I don't care about the countdown clock. You said, okay, record? Yeah. But they already... Like, basically, you even if you edit it, you can't even... Like, the warning does not go away, even if you get rid of it. So I got rid of it to put it back up. I got rid of the countdown clock part just so that the stream can get back up on the air. But now I'm terrified. It's insane, Joe. It really is insane. Exit switch to the trend continues, potentially. Just you talking? It wasn't me talking. No, it was the countdown clock. I had to edit that part out. All right, kickoff here. Let's do this underway. That's good very quickly, yep. Kickoff, end zone, touchback. Tech gets to the 25-yard line to start. All right. Tech just 3 first downs that first half. That's insane. Yeah, it really is insane. But we'll make it work. We're going to make it work. We're going to try and get this removed as best we can. And if not, I'll have a plan B. I'll figure it out. Good way to start the new year, though. Good way to start the new year. All right, well, the 25-yard line here for Morton and Company. 3 at the bottom of the screen. Back to his right is Williams. Handoff here to Williams on the sweep on the far side. Nothing doing. Brought down by Tuoti at the 23-yard line. Just turn pray up. We're okay for now. We're okay for now. Just fingers crossed. Then nothing else crazy happens with YouTube. 2nd and 12. Exactly, RFK. That's insane. Let bots show the games. We'll let bots show the games. Not this one, but the let bots show games. One top, 2 at the bottom. Back to his right. They'll send 5. Morton, slam pass, broken up the line. Good job there, Bear Alexander. Number 1. Getting a hand on that one. Well, it definitely wasn't. Definitely wasn't him. Actually, it was not Bear. It was Amori Washington. Same way YouTube allows when they take away some for Lucia. Exactly. Exactly. 1 at the top, 2 at the bottom. Just 3 first downs for Tech today. Can they get a 4th left time? Check it down the flat and make a man miss. Cannot. Terrence Carter on the near side will get 2, and that's it. The 26-yard line. Bring up 4th and 9. They'll have to punt. A quick 3 and out. The punt here. So Oregon going right to left field by Benson. He's going to take this one to the 35, to the 40. 45 space down the sideline. 50, 45, and in plus territory at the 42-yard line. Well, you used to have a Twitch channel. You used to have one. I used to do live NFL trivia on there. As a fan, would you take a front trip of the most hated rival team? To sabotage, yes. I would do the sabotage. 16-yard punt in terms of net. Another good starting field position here for Oregon. They've got nothing with it. They started 2 drives in plus territory, scored 3 points out of it. Moore, a chance here to make it a 2-score game. 1 at the top, 2 at the bottom. Back to his left. On motion, Sadiq out wide. Up the middle it goes to the 40-yard line. Down to the 39 is Whittington. Gain of 3. Yeah, 7 touch extra times. Yes, easily. Easily. Get points here, make it a 2-score game. Can't take advantage of the good field position here for the Ducks. They're going right to left. You know, I haven't found a new way to do trivia, unfortunately. I wish I could. Trivia days are fun. Yeah, I miss those. 1 at the top, 3 at the bottom. Back to his right is Davison. Moore takes it. They'll send 4 at 200 yards in the first half. Going to check it down. Great block there by DeCorian Moore. And Whittington will be brought down to the 33-yard line. 3rd and 3. Great job there blocking Jacob Rodriguez. 7 beer already. Holy cow, Disney, that is a lot. You wonder if it's 4-down territory here. It's 2 plays to get 3 yards. Back to his right is Whittington. To the bottom of the screen. They're going to throw again. They'll send 5. Moore going near sideline. One-handed attempt. Incomplete. Decorian Moore was open. Couldn't hit him. Yeah, they'll regret it. Yep. Decorian Moore was wide open on the route down the near sideline. Wisniewski on the coverage, but a bad throw by Dante Moore. 4th and 2. We'll see if they go for it. Be a 50-yard try. They're going to keep the offense on the field. I formation here. 3 for 5 on 4th down today. They'll go play action. Moore. They'll send 4. Pressured. Flush down to the near side. Going to take off and try and run for it. And he's going to be denied by a yard. Are you kidding me? Tech will take over. Nerd him. I'm back on that one. Nerd him. They bypassed the 50-yard field goal to make it a 2-score game. Oregon, 3 drives starting in plus territory. They have scored no points off of them. I don't even know how that's possible. And Tech will get it back. Shoot himself in the foot again. Yep, feels that way. Stevens drunk, yep. Upload Nick Sirianni, yes. Was going to try to do it last night before everything went down. Like if Ivy loses, no chance. No chance. I'm fine going for it. I don't like the formation. I don't like these play calls where they're cutting off half the field. RBH with a 5-er. I appreciate you a ton on that one. Which game do you want me to do for college basketball? Michigan, Penn State, Duke, Louisville, Georgia, Florida, or St. John's, Butler? Appreciate you a ton, RBH, on that one. Or RHB. No, it is RBH. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you a ton. Happy New Year to you, man. Let me know which college basketball game you want. Michigan, Penn State, Duke, Louisville, Georgia, Florida, or St. John's, Butler. I'll get you on the call for it. The basically with 5 somehow just so we all get back. We'll for the power YouTube. Appreciate you a ton, Base Doug. I know I got my back. I appreciate you, man. Which game do you want, Base Doug? I'll get you on the call for it. Which game do you want me to do for college basketball? Just our crypto chat just in case. And we'll see. We will. I'm hoping we can stream all 3 games today. I mean, that's the plan. We're going to stream all 3, but I'm just hoping we can. You want Duke? All right, get you on Duke. Appreciate you, man. Every time I have someone I love that makes me look forward to today, someone tries to ruin and take it from me. Yep. Yep, story of my life. Story of my life on that one. I haven't used Switch in a while, but. Do sports year-round? Yes, I do. Yep, I do it year-round. I stream baseball, college basketball, Olympics. We do a lot of stuff. I do a lot of stuff on here. So we staff the kickoff. Well, I can't do that because you don't know the timing of it. Sweet play here to the far side. Nothing doing for Williams. Brought down the last 200 by Mixon. Georgia, Florida, perfect. All right, get shot it. Yeah, we'll do Georgia, Florida. I'll put you, put the $5 toward that. Counts as 15 because it's a triple. There we go. Appreciate you, man. Yeah, exactly, sports talk. Yeah, can't wait for the Olympics. Yeah, I can't wait for that. Yeah, I'm for 2 weeks of the Olympics. It's going to be so much fun. I'm excited. We the Summer Olympics. It was awesome. 2nd and 11. Screen pass to the far side. Williams can't make the grab. If I couldn't win for a week, I'd be just banking so many videos to then eventually be able to put out in a row. Deficit for Texas Tech? No, they're just not doing anything offensively. You can try to stream all 3 games and made this one continuous stream instead of 3 separate? No. I thought about it, but no. I wish it worked like that. Pac-12, they're not a Power 5 anymore. No, they're not. It's a Power 4. They're not a Power 5. 2 of the top, 3 of the bottom. Empty backfield here. Just 3 first downs for the Red Raiders today. Pressure off the edge. Fumble. Strip sack. Picked up at the 20. 15. 10. Breaks a tackle. Loses the ball at the 6. And then gets it back. Uyunglele. Uyunglele gets the strip sack. The 3rd turnover of the day for Texas Tech. 3 turnovers, 3 first downs. The Ducks defense is swarming. And the Ducks have goal to go with the 5, the 4th drive in plus territory. Surely they got to score points here. We have a red zone chance. Surely. They can score here. Let's kick it now. Yes, screw it. Kick it now. So we'll stream? No, never. We'll never do that. Ball at the 6-yard line. Pitch out to the far side. Davison in. They finally score once again in plus territory. Oregon up 12-0. Jordan Davison, the freshman back. His team high 14th rushing touchdown of the season. That's the YouTube issue, yeah. I would think they go for 2 to make it 14. They will not. They'll kick the extra point. That's early. I'm okay with it. Ready for the Duckies. There you go. 13-0. Texas about to be upset, become a 7-team to have a bye and lose. Not 7-team, because we only have 5 so far. I had Oregon winning this one. Bye weeks are a curse? Might be. They went for what? No, not a decision. It's early. 4th quarter, go for 2. I'm okay with taking the points for the 3rd. I'm okay with it. Texas Tech, 3 first downs and 3 turnovers. Usually not a recipe for success if your ratio is 1-to-1. You've got a 1-to-1 ratio. It's usually not a good sign. Oh, is the bowl system better? Guys didn't opt out. Felt like a reward to make a bowl game instead of just an afterthought. Sure, the second last Sugar Hill High School out there. Oh, man. You have Oregon winning it all now, though Ohio State is out. 13 might be enough to win my poor bracket. Oh, man. We'll see. My best rate is a participation trophy now at this point. This means Indiana gets most rate by Bama. I don't think it means anything about that. I mean, I had Oregon winning this one. New Plus has made all bowl games worth this, really? I don't know about all bowl games, but it definitely is a little bit different. And it'll break the curse? Well, I think Georgia breaks the curse. If not Indiana, Georgia's going to break the curse. I'd be very surprised if Ole Miss beats Georgia. Of the 3 games, the one I was most confident on was Georgia. It was my shorts. Bowl games start of the season? I don't know how that would work, though. It'd be very hard to make it work. Gotta be 0-6 semifinals. I gotta get someone here. $13-0 your score. If you like what you see, folks, hit that like button, subscribe, help us out, tell the channel, try to grow this community even more. Join the mod team. My qualifiers, I love ban bots. I'm often here anyway. No, I don't hate just for banning bots. Just a mod for banning bots. I don't hate that idea. I might do that. How rank Pac-12? They'd be number 5. They're the 5th best conference. But they're clearly outside the Power 4. What do you think everything caused with realignment? I think poor leadership of the Pac-12 caused the Pac-12 network didn't help as well. Yeah, I want to go there at some point to Hard Rock. It's Hard Rock. I definitely want to go at some point. It looks like a gorgeous stadium. I want to go to all the Sims at some point. 13-0 your score. Our 5-point number 1 bot 7 in the Tri-State area. I love it. I love it. Kickoff. End zone. Taken out. Haven't done anything offensively. Going to try on special teams to the 20 and tripped up at the 20. So essentially taken out does not pay off. Pick to win all Georgia. All right. Not a bad pick. Not a bad pick. So Texas Tech just 3 first downs. And we got a flag on the play as well for holding. 2 flags for holding. So back it up to the 10-yard line. Why would we do that? I would not want that toasted. There are talks about that, but but 2 of the current 30 cents going to be down to 1 soon. So I'm guessing he went to Ralph Wilson. We're going to get to all of them at some point. Been to, I think, like 8 at this point. 1 at the top, 2 at the bottom. Carter goes to the top of the screen now. Morton. Second read not there. Third read has to go there to Dickey on the swing to the near side. He'll break a tackle and be brought down the 15-yard line. Gain of 7, 2nd and 3. And Texas Tech, nothing offensively outside of a 50-yard run by Jacoby Williams. Behind by 2 scores, rare territory for them. Two at the top of the screen, 2 at the bottom, back to his right. With Eakin going to the bottom, they're going to toss it out to the near side. Dickey, I think he's short by a yard. Be close to the spot. There sort of is that divide already toasted. There sort of is that divide. And they're not going to give it to him. 3rd and 1. Oh, Nissan. Oh, yeah, Nissan. Yeah, that's going to be torn down after 26. Yep. 2 at the top, 1 at the bottom, back to his left. Dickey in the backfield. Handoff once again to him. He will get the first at the 20. Just the 4th first down today. We are 35 minutes into this game. It's their 4th first down. 2 at the top, 1 at the bottom. Morton swings out to the far side, off balance as he was being pressured, looking for Dickey. Incomplete, low throw. 2nd down here. We got emojis in the chat. If you are a fan of either one of these teams, we'll be live as well for the Rose Bowl, starting in about 2 hours' time. I make it official. Tulane playing the College World Playoff is criminal. Oh, well, the ACC team had 5 losses. That was why they played. That was part of why they played, at least. 2 at the top, 1 at the bottom. Play action. They're going to sit 4. There's just a weird year for that. Flush down. They might change the format. Morton fires on the run, and that is hauled in at the 44 on the corner. It's Reggie Virgil. Not great. Gain of 24 yards and a first down. What a throw on the run. And somehow making the grab, high pointing that ball, getting behind his man. Getting behind the safety on that one. Virgil palming that ball. A UFL student, yep, we'll call for that one in March. Ball the 44, Dickey trying to bounce outside. We'll get about a yard, that's it. The 45-yard line. So 2nd and 9. Go quick to the line, 2 to the top, 2 to the bottom, back to his left. They give to Dickey, try to bounce to the middle, and we'll get 3 at the 48-yard line. 2-0, I believe, on the stop. Or no, that's not 2-0. That is Tanneman on that one. Shepard doesn't envision drastic changes to his defensive scheme. Oof. Oh, that's a problem. Why is it starting to March Madness again? Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, I'll start at some point. Right, yeah, probably. Problem is that we'll see the Olympics. Yeah, absolutely, Toasted. Why not? 1 at the top, 3 at the bottom. Absolutely. Screen pass here, Carter. He'll break a tackle and he'll get the first down. They have 3 first downs this drive at the 43-yard line. Yeah, under normal circumstances, yes, but not this year with the Winter Olympics. Gain of 10 on the tight end screen. Tech is driving now. With 8 to go in the third. They're going left to right. 3 at the top. Back to his right here. Play action. They'll send 4. Morton has time. Deep shot. Going for the end zone on the post. And it's almost intercepted. In and out of the hands of Aaron Flowers. Yeah, I think the line sees the fire Shepard. Flowers hat right in his hands. Tried it on the post pattern. Looking for Caleb Douglas. Looking for his first grab of the day. Should have been picked. Would have been the 4th turnover of the game. In March for basketball, yep. And we have an injured player. But there's the same number of scholarships, though, so that's the thing. It's about scholarships as well. If you like what you see, folks, hit that like button, subscribe. It does help us out a ton here as we try to grow this community even more. Second and 10, the 43-yard line. Caleb fires coordinators, it's a mission failure. Yeah, and he doesn't like that. $13-0 your score. And it was not the same coach he was. So yeah, the in-game management has gotten a lot worse for him. It's gotten a lot worse. I'm not sure he's that guy. I don't know. That video is production jet? Yeah, that was a bad cut. The promo for the Alabama-Indiana that missed half the snap, that was not a good cut. So 2nd and 10, the 43. When we get back here, again, we got an injured player on the field. We're live for the Rose Bowl. We'll be live for the Sugar Bowl as well. We'll get the streams going for that after this is done, obviously. Player coaches have a short shelf life. They can, yeah. I saw Rex Ryan, too. They're a game day analyst. I like Saban. I like what Saban brings to the table. The Rose Bowl starting in 1 hour and 50 minutes. The winner of the Rose Bowl plays the winner of whoever this game is going to be, Oregon or Texas Tech. So I think buys a problem. It might be. It might be. Oh no, I'm with you on that one, Detroit. Yeah, it's ticking me off too. It's like I don't want to celebrate the near like this. Toss to the near side. Williams bottled up. Tanneman on the stop at the 45-yard line. And the production's not great too in terms of the command center. The Skycast is not really a Skycast. Not sure, like, what's going on. Skycast is not working either. ESPN's really dropping the ball here. 2 at the top, 2 at the bottom. Back to his right. Oregon 6 from the box. I think everyone got ticked off on that one. No, you're totally fine. Believe me, no one's ticked off more than me with that. They'll send 4. Out route to the near side. Carter makes the grab, breaks the tackle, tries to stretch it across. He did not get the first, but he got 10. And I don't think there's a decision now. Carter with a great job there. That broken tackle makes this a situation where you can go for it on 4th and 2. Got a few nice grabs to strive. Had that 24-yarder earlier. Able to make his man, number 5, Theron Johnson, miss. They'll keep the offense on the field. See if we do 16 teams next year. I don't hate that. And get rid of buys. I would not be opposed at this point. 4th and 1. 1 at the top, 1 at the bottom. They'll go Wildcat. Williams going to take the direct snap. The back trying to bounce outside. They're not fooled. At the 35-yard line. Denied. They get cute. They run the Wildcat. They motion Morton out to the top of the screen. And Dickey can't set the block. Dickey's had a rough game today. Had a fumble earlier. A botch block there. He sets that block. He's got space. Kennedy able to get by Dickey on that one. Basically, the 5 of the Oregon jersey looks similar to the Seahawks rivalry. I was thinking that. I was absolutely thinking that. When the Seahawks came out in the rivalry jersey, I'm like, wait, that's Oregon. And the Ducks will take over. The 35-yard line here. Appreciate you based on that. We'll get you on the Duke game. The top 4 seeds are ready to go 0-6 potentially. Potentially at this point. They give on the near side. Brought down the 41, gain of 6. And now base 6 in front. They'll go quick. 2nd down. Right, if they don't have a change by 2027, then you got a problem. Handle up the middle. That's going to get 3. Rodriguez takes him down at the 44-yard line. Should be 3rd and 1. I would think 4 down territory here. And Texas Tech has barely been on the field today. Under 15 minutes of possession. Texas Tech, Roy BYU. Offensively, they're not playing well. That's what happened. Defensively, they're still playing their butts off. But offensively, Moore just does not look great. Having trouble running on this team, too. Having a lot of trouble running on Oregon. Outside the 50-yard run, they really have not done a lot on the ground. 1 at the top of the screen. Benson goes to the bottom. 3rd and 1. Moore going to keep it play action. Flushed out. And he'll take off for the first. He's got the corner at the 46-yard line. Was looking for Johnson to peel himself open in the flat. Wasn't there, but Johnson set the block. And able to get by Bailey. Off the edge. Texas have Cultural's Texans? I don't know about that. The Big 12's a good conference. Big 12's a really good conference. I formation, 3 at the bottom of the screen. Bunched up by the line. Handoff. Davison. Now we'll get about 2 to the 48-yard line. Play crap and then pull because the opponent plays so crap. Oh, so it's the Eagles. They're the Philadelphia Eagles. Now they'll slow it down a little bit. You got to touchdown this drive. You're going on a long drive, making a 3-score game. You might put this thing out of reach. 2nd down. Harbaugh, amazing defense. Oh, yeah. Yes. I can see that, yeah. I mean, like, historically speaking. Clock was stopped for a little bit. They'll snap it with 4:30. Moore going to keep it on the re-option. It's a great block from Johnson. I'll lower the shoulder and get to the 49. And this is what we're worried about with Ducks, Eagles. Yep. So we're worried about with Oregon. Is that they were not playing poorly. In terms of they were the better side. Moore's actually walking a bit of limp right now. After taking that hit. But they were just getting behind schedule. Poor snaps. holding penalties. They're getting behind schedule. If they stayed on schedule, they were okay. Now they're on schedule here, 3rd and 4. 2 to the top, 2 to the bottom, back to his left. The motion Johnson over the handoff up the middle. And it'll be 2 yards shy. Whittington at the 46. I think you go for it here. You're running on 3rd to go on 4th. Oregon's been aggressive on 4th today. That's been their mantra. 3 for 6 on 4th down. I think here at the 46-yard line, 4th and 2, you have a chance to go on a long drive. You're not in field goal range. I think you go for it here. How they got the 4th seed? Well, because they pretty much ran the table. And they look very good in their conference championship. 2 to the top, 2 to the bottom. They're going more. They'll send 4. Stepping up. Middle of the field. Second route. Intercepted. Picked off at the 45-yard line. Ben Roberts. He goes to the second read. Moore throws his 3rd pick of the playoffs. It's the 4th time today they've been stopped on 4th down. What is this game? This is insane. Tech will take over near midfield. Unless an Oregon fan? Maybe not yet. Allison, maybe not yet. And a man open. Have the first read open. Have the underneath open. I thought that's where it was going. Have the underneath open. The 2 worst man players having a slot fest game. So we'll right down the middle, and Ben Roberts, the redshirt junior linebacker, his 4th pick of the season. Barry beats these guys? I think at this point, yeah. Tech gets at the 45. In what has been a bizarro game at this point. Because I'll practice on 4th down. Well, if I go for it there on 4th and 2, but Moore's got to make that throw. His 3rd pick of the postseason. Texas Tech, nothing doing offensively today. Can they do something here with a short field? Some of their best field position of the game. On Tuesday, Stefan Solano, Travis Kelce to get out at Madden. This is really sloppy right now. Want to punt the ball? Well, because 4th and 2, I get it. You're on the plus side of the field. I get it. Go for it. Get the first. If you get the first, you're in field goal range, and you can really put this game out of reach. So I get it, but Moore just did not look at that one. Obviously, this is really, really bad. Through my TV remote as hard as I could after the pickoff. Did runs before your niece was in the way. Oh, no. Oh, he drilled her out. She's balled her eyes out? Yeah, you probably shouldn't do that. I thought it was a copy pasta at first. I don't know if it's copy pasta or not, but you're 7 beers in, so I don't know. Yeah, Tech right now. We'll see if they can score. Being resigned to the worst house. Yep. Yes, it is. Dr. Eggman 2 of this game is drunk, baked, and hungover. Yeah, it's everything. Hand off here on the stretch. Williams to the 49-yard line. Which game do you want? I'll appreciate you a ton on that one. Which game do you want me to do? I'll get you on the call for it. Which game do you want? This game is bizarro. 2nd and 6. We got a flinch. Back it up 5 yards. It's the last thing Tech needs to be behind schedule. Field goal still been 2 touchdowns, 2 pointers. Yep. Well, field goal there, that'd be a 57-yard try. I get not taking it there. It really be that versus punt. You're not kicking a field goal on that one. A 57-yard try. At the 30-yard line, yeah, I'm doing that. Second and 11. You want Duke? I'll get you on the cover, Duke. Appreciate you, man. And another false start. Tech going backwards again. From second and 6, second and 16 now. Yeah, they know about it. They do know about it. Sports Talk, yeah, they know. They know what's going on. 3 at the top, 1 the bomb back to his right. Delayed handoff here to Williams. Trying to get some yards back. They'll do that, and then some. Williams gets to the 48-yard line. Great job there on the delayed handoff. Aaron Flowers on the stop, saving a first down. Brings up 3rd and 2. They'll go again to Williams. This time he's a yard shy. I think he's a yard shy. The second effort, though, he might get it. He might have twisted ahead for the first. He might have gotten it. He might have twisted ahead for the first. Yeah, they're going to give it to him. To the top, to the bomb, back to his left. They go quick more, and they'll send 4. Now they're going to review the spot. I was going to say. I'm not sure. Exactly, Detroit, yep. I was going to say, they'll review the spot. So I'm not so sure he got there. I'm not so sure he got the first. Maybe the 2 technical YouTubers? Maybe at some point. If it gets to a point where it's going to be a strike. Williams was brought down initially. The second effort, that angle's not going to tell anything. I think he's going to get the first. Yeah, they're going to keep the call. Call's upheld, first down. No surprises there. After the review. Didn't see much to return it. Ball at the 45-yard line. Tech trying to drive here with under 2 to go in the third. Sorry, back up on YouTube. No, because it's linked to... It's all linked to the same thing. And we'll cross the bridge when we get there. 2 at the top, 1 at the bottom. Swings down in the near side. Gain of 2 to Williams at the 43, iffy on the stop. That's not close enough sports stuff, though. That's about, at least it was a quick review. At least it was like a 30-second review. Let's still make it work, yeah. 2 at the top of the screen, back to his left. It's a Wildcat here. Williams, they fake the snap to Morton, and this time Williams able to get a couple on the Wildcat. He'll get 6 up the middle. If they expand it, leave it at 16. I think 16's coming. I think we'll definitely see that on the horizon, seeing as it's more money. So I definitely think we'll see 16. Not sure when, but we'll see it. 1 at the top, 2 at the bottom. They give it to Williams at the middle. He's got the first down again. Having a great drive here with his legs to the 33-yard line. They're using tempo. They tried using tempo on the first drive. Didn't work. Now it's starting to work. And now Tech's in a bit of a rhythm. They're just 3 first downs the first half. They're getting something going now. Nice juke move there by Williams, bouncing to the far side of the field. 40 seconds to go in the third. 2 at the top, 1 at the bottom. Back to his right. Morton, they'll send 5. Play action. Going down the far sideline. Open. Caught Carter. His third grab of the quarter. Put it at the 10. In the worst case, yeah, in the meantime, yeah. 1st and goal. We'll see if they take this all the way down. They don't have to call a play. Morton delivering. Even after the running back goes down. Trying to get the block. Knew he didn't have a lot of time because Dickey blew his block. Anyway, that quickly, and Carter able to make the grab. We go to the fourth. Tech and a goal to go spot down 13. And they should be up like 20 enough at this point. Yeah, it's crazy. So goal to go. When we get back. Oregon in front, but Tech starting to get a rhythm offensively for the first time all day. We got the rest of it on the site. We did. If you like what you see, folks, hit the like button, subscribe, helps the channel a ton. Worst case scenario, last score for a week. Yep. It should be okay, though. It should be okay. First goal of the 10 when we get back. Texas Tech, 6 first downs that quarter, had just 3 the first half. Yeah, a nickel for every time she was directly on the stream. Yep. And that's usually nothing yet. Nothing yet. Please, please, please. We do have emojis in the chat if you're a fan of either one of these teams. You figure it's got to be 4-down territory here. Down by 2 scores. Field goal doesn't really do you a lot of good. Only if it's like 4th and a mile, but you're treating this as 4 plays to go 10 yards. And Jacoby Williams, having a pretty good game so far. Had a great quarter. Williams, 81 yards rushing now. He's been way more effective than Dickey when getting the ball. But no updates yet. Yeah, makes, yeah. Right, exactly, Sports Talk, it's crazy. It could be, but we'll see. Hopefully it doesn't get to that point. 89% around the Ducks to win this one. Oregon did not look good in the 4th quarter last game defensively against JMU. Granted, that game was well over by that point, but JMU did some stuff in the 4th quarter. Gonna start the handoff here to Dickey. Bounces outside. He'll be taken down at the line of scrimmage. The last game against JMU, Oregon allowed a touchdown on all of their 4 drives allowed. So they allowed 4 touchdowns in the second half, I should say. Right, we didn't know, should we play that night? Yeah, I remember that. That was crazy with the terrorist attack. What Tech says rushing yards? I don't like it. I don't get it. Jet sweep pass to the far side corner. Looking for some space. Not going to get there. Runs out of real estate. Push it out to Tandem at the 11-yard line. Or now you part 2 would be a banger. It would be a fun game. Yeah, but I don't know why college counts as rushing yards. I'm never been a fan of that. It skews the stats too. You get negative rushing yards because of sacks. Right, worst grade X, yeah, nothing more now. 3rd and goal, 3 at the bottom of the screen, back to his right. Morton, they'll send 4. Going back quarter of the near end zone, picked! And a touchback, Finney. Had 1 pick today, or excuse me, 1 pick all season, 2 picks today. Tech turns it over again. That was the chance for the Red Raiders. And they blew it. Finney with the turnover. He's got a fumble recovery and 2 picks today. He's the MVP of this game. Thrown across the field in double coverage. A bad idea. I really screwed them over. Yep. It's fine. I thought Finney had a shot to take it out. And they get to the 20, but I actually thought Finney had a shot to take it out. He had room to run. He wasn't looking. Finney was looking at the opposite side. He was looking at Morton's eyes. If he looked straight up, he can go. He would have gotten a block down the field. He would have gone in at least 30 yards. I'll take it to the 20, though. At this point for Oregon, a high-tempo team. You just want to control the clock here. Back to his right. They'll give it on the sweep to Whittington on the far side. He'll get 4 at the 24-yard line. Last year's Big 12 champion Arizona State got a bye. Didn't look at the first 3 quarters. Fourth quarter turned on the Jets and forced double OT against Texas. Not sure Tech has that in them. And it looks like the bye teams will be 0-6. So obviously still time left in this one. It looks like they will be 0-6 if this holds. Indiana and Georgia having byes as well. They play later tonight. We're on the call for both those games. Toss out to the near side. It's Whittington down to the 27-yard line. 3rd and 3. Lee Hunter helping on the stop. They got a first second. It can take 2 more minutes off the clock. Tech's defense playing their butts off today. Can't blame Tech's defense for this one. Oregon 1 touchdown. Came on a drive at start at the 5-yard line on a strip sack. He's been responsible for 3 of the 4 turnovers by Tech. To the top, to the bottom, back to his right is Whittington. Now Whittington goes to the left. Yeah, Tech's would perform better? Yeah, they would have. They'll send 4. More QB draw, and he will run into his own lineman. Runs into his center on that one, and it's going to be a quick 3 and out. So not over yet. By any means. More looked like he had space on the QB draw. Iapani has had a rough day today. Can't set the block entirely there on A.J. Holmes. 2 bad snaps, and if it were the better center, Oregon is up by a lot. 13 on low snap on the punt. There's a flag that flies immediately on the snap. That punt bounced to the 30. Takes an Oregon bounce down to the 26. The flag flew immediately. Offside on the defense. A back-breaking penalty for Texas Tech. It's on that first down. They line up offside. That's the second time today Tech thinks they're getting off the field on 4th down because they're punting it. And he jumped. It's the right call. He jumped inside. Happy New Year, Andrew Carpenter. Appreciate you tuning in, as always. Hopefully it went well last night. Oregon will stay on the field. It's Tech and feel their season slipping away at this point. You did your job defensively. Special teams kill the Red Raiders today. A missed field goal, allowing a fake punt. Try to kick off in their own end zone, and it did not get to the 25. Taking it out. Offside on a punt. Special teams play been poor. The stretch to the far side. He'll get 3 at the 36. $11 to go. Oregon lost on New Year's Day last year to get to the semis. Try to reverse the tide here. No, I like Sabrina Carpenter in terms of being a fan. She needs to make really good music. Swings it out here at Hill and down to the 40. Call it a gain of 4. Field goal here ends in essentially 3-score game. Or just a long drive. I'm not sure you need a field goal. Just a long drive. Talking about it may act like a full work till 4 a.m. Oh, that sucks. That's a good way to start the new year. Man. 3rd and 3. 10.5 to go. Two at the top of the screen, two at the bottom. Back to his right. Moore will take it. They'll send 4. Checks it down the flat on the near side. That's caught. It's Lamar. His first touch of the day. Going for a big gain. Gets by Rodriguez. And down the 35-yard line. Gain of 25 yards and a first. I'm not sure on Detroit. I'm not sure. Not sure how I ever survived a concert. Yeah, Juno broke me. I will say Juno did break me. Brandon Cosgrove? That's a good one. One at the bottom, two at the top. Back to his left is Lamar. 9.5 to go. Play action. Moore looking for the kill shot. Stepping up, going to try and take off and run. He'll be brought down to 30. He was looking deep down the field. Didn't see anything there to take off and run. He'll get 3. That keeps the clock moving at least. $16, do you think they'll reseed? No. They'll do it like March Madness. Every other league does it like March Madness. And Manny Moore, yeah. Candy's a great song. Favorite Sabrina song? House Tour. Right, Amanda Mine's 4 she lost her mind, yeah. Definitely House Tour on that one, Joe. Head off here on the near side. He'll get nothing. Lamar thrown down on the play. At the line scrimmage by Bailey. When I heard House Tour for the first time, I'm like, oh my god, this song's incredible. That was my #1 song on Spotify this year by a lot. 8.5 to go. Down in Miami. Tech's been on the field practically the entire game defensively. Can they get a stop here? And make it a tough field goal at least. Right, no Ashley Sullivan, yes. 3 on the top, 1 on the bottom. They'll send 5. More. Sidearm. Call the 25. Do you consider it? Be a 42-yard try. Do you consider it? You've been stopped 4 times today on 4th down. Clock is stopped with 8:02. For an injured player, it is Harkey, the right tackle. Sensor getting the bye team came out flat. Yep. Put a pull up. Do you even consider it? You've gone for on 4th down basically every single time, like it's nobody's business. Oregon, 8 4th down conversion attempts today. They've converted 4 of them. Do they try a 9th? I don't know what the record is for most 4th down attempts in a game. But Oregon's got to be close if they try it. Vote on that poll. Be a 42-yard try from here. You get it. Still a 2-score game, but they need 2 touchdowns and 2 point conversions at a time when they can't find the end zone. If you don't get it, 2 touchdowns wins it. But you do get the first if you go for it. You can take 2 more minutes off the clock. Make an easier field goal down the road. Which looks very different now, yes. Candy is such a good song, though. Candy's a phenomenal song. It's one of my favorite bubblegum pop songs of the late 90s. The music video is great for that one, too. What do you do here? They've been very aggressive all day. Eight 4th down attempts. They've gotten 4 of them. This drive started. I do get the appeal. I do get it. Yeah. The drive started off a 3 and out, but Tech jumped off the side on the punt, and it was not a fake punt. They were actually punting it away. Tech jumped offside. It gave the Ducks some new life and a chance to do something offensively. And they have. They've taken it all the way down. They flipped the field. Lizzo got a lot better, too, which is awesome. She was in a rough spot. They're going to kick it. Whether favor the Rose Bowl, who's in favor? I would say Indiana. The field goal try is right down the middle. So they take the points. They're not going to go for it for a 9th time today. Still a 2-score game, but they need 2 touchdowns and 2 two-point conversions to tie it at this point. Oregon now 3 for 3 on field goal attempts. I think that's the right call. Can't hate on that, all things considered. Considering how this game has gone. So, come back over Texas Tech? I don't know. They can't move the ball. Now Tech playing for OT this one, yep. I have not rolled tide. No, I'm not even close. Yeah, the Mets right call, yep. I think so. I think they made the right call, kicking it. Speaking of kicks, end zone touchback. Tech going right to left. The 25-yard line. The Rose Bowl starting at 4:10 Eastern. Our number 1 song a few weeks ago from What Hit Wonder. I'm guessing Bad Day, Daniel Powder? I would assume Bad Day on that one. Three at the top. Williams to his left. More than 3 picks today. Gonna check it down here and misfires on the flat. Incomplete. Morton went about 150 passes in a row without throwing a pick. He's thrown 3 today. Or excuse me, 2 today. And a strip sack. 2nd and 10. Roseville film that right now? Oh, it's already in. Roseville stream's already up. Now some more movement. Another false start. The 3rd one against Tech, their last 2 drives. Back it up, 2nd and 15. Roseville stream's up. So, let's get the emojis in. But everything's up on that one. I'll link that when the time comes. To the top, to the bottom. Back to his right. Morton, middle of the field, slam pass. That's caught by Carter. The one guy doing anything for Tech in the passing game, it's been Carter. He'll get 8 on the slant. 3rd down. Why does Tech exist? Offensively, they don't exist today. But Carter's having a good game. Carter's been heavily involved. The redshirt junior tight end. To the top, to the bottom. Morton checks it down to Williams. Makes a man miss in the open field. Makes a 2nd man miss, but can't make a 3rd. On the far side. 2-0 able to catch up. 4th and 6. I think you got to go for it here. 1-2 for some CanCon. Ooh. Bieber? It's got to be Bieber and Drake, right? One dance and... Sorry? I think one dance and Sorry on that one. They got to go for it here. 1 at the top, 2 at the bottom. They'll send 4. Morton stepping up. Sacked at the 25-yard line. To Odie. TT with the sack that might have just sent Oregon to the semifinals. They'll get out of the 25-yard line, already in field goal range. I want to tell that now, man. 3.5 months got emptied by replaced windshield floor. Nice. Roseville promotes drug activity. Yeah. Smell the roses. Oh, love your 7 story. Oh, yeah. Beaver was 1 too. Oh, yeah. Beaver was 1 too. I forgot about that. If you like what you see, folks, hit the like button, subscribe. Oregon gets it. And this one just about done and dusted with 7 minutes to go. They're already in field goal range. One of the bye week teams win the college football playoff. Well, last year, the seeding, remember the seeding last year, 3 of the 4 teams that were bye week teams were teams that were underdogs. So only one of the four, Georgia, was the only favorite that lost. They had a backup quarterback in there, too. Yeah, Bismarck's 20 years now. I feel old. Because I remember when he first came up on the scene. I feel old. Crazy. Crazy on that. Oregon money line, it's closed. I checked. The money line is closed for Oregon. Prowler, let's go. Yep. Feels weird. Like, it's really like we're playing for the division, but I'm not worried. Like, whatever happens, happens. Like, you think I'd be more worried for a Week 18 game. This is like the least worried I've been for a Week 18 game. Even though it means a lot. Happy New Year, y'all. How's it going? He really did, Mr. Revolt. Yep. He really did. Remember Britney Spears first came out. Oh, man. Yeah, I do not. Can appreciate all you guys tuning in. If you like what you see, folks, hit that like button, subscribe. Go Jags forever. Yep. 26 and beyond. Over 60,000 people have watched this stream. No way out. I've never seen that movie. Ward 30 for 30, 300 yards, 3 touchdowns, no picks. Well, it seems like even if we lose, like, I'm not worried. Like, it's one of those things where it's like, you know, we've got this far. Like, it's not that I'm not worried about the Titans. It's just, I'm not worried in general. It's like, you know what? We can play with anyone. Let's just, whatever happens, I don't care what whatever our seed is. Let's play the Texans. I'll be terrified if we have to play the Texans. I'm actually more worried for the 4 o'clock games. I'm more worried for that so that we don't have to play Houston in round 1. Yeah, Prowlers, I think they'll become permanent in 28 once we go to the, once we get the new stadium. That's my guess. 28 will be the change for the Prowlers. We're at the max number of times we can in 26 and 27, then 28 will become permanent. That's my guess. Bracket's dead? Oh, man. You know, I had to say winning, so my bracket died yesterday. But I did have Oregon winning this one. They'll go up the middle here. It's Whittington. Nothing doing. Rodriguez takes him down, and you figure Tech going to have to start taking timeouts now. They're not going to. I would take him now. Right? It's possible. It would take a lot to happen, but it's possible. So make the Sugar Bowl stream something here. Will there be on all good? It's like Seahawks Siders get the buyer of the NFC South. Where? Yep. Like that one's a bit worried because you get the 1 seed. We can't get the 1. I mean, we can, but it's not going to happen. You need Trey Lance and Quinn Ewers. There's games of their life. 2nd and 9. 2 at the top of the screen. Back to his right. Motion the wide out over. Hand up in the middle. I don't think they throw it again. Whittington, gain of 1. I've been taking some outs if I'm Tech. They're not going to. 3rd and 8. Yeah, Texans scared me to death. They're the 1 team. The 1 team I don't want to play. Play anyone else. And what's 96? Yeah. Too obvious. Yeah, a little bit of Macarena for you. 3 at the top of the screen. They're going to toss out to the far side. It's Whittington. 3 straight runs to stride down to the 19-yard line. And now they'll take the 3 points, you figure. I don't know why you wouldn't. Make it a 3-score game. Put it out of reach. Remember the Texans more about Patriots and Broncos? Oh, no. I mean, Broncos are a good team. But Texans, for whatever reason, have our number. They have Trevor Lawrence's number, more specifically. I think for most neutral fans, you fear the Broncos more than the Texans. But for the Jaguars, I fear the Texans more. Yeah, Rams need to play a lot better. Rams are not playing their best football right now, James. Yeah, Bills also, they have a playoff experience, but I think we match up very well against them. Yeah, I'm not sure, Andrew Griffin. 36-yard try for Sabathia. He's 3 for 3 today. Make it 3 for 4. He shanks it wide left. So nothing doing that drive. That's now the 4th time today that Oregon started in plus territory, walked away with nothing. Rivers playing different. That is true. So still a 2-score game. Easiest bet over the Texans. If they lose to the Colts, that would help a lot. Lose to the Colts, haven't dropped to the 7th seed. So 16-0 your score. You figure that field goal would have clinched it. So next round, Miami versus Oregon with 2 favorites. Nice. Well, Miami doesn't play Oregon in the next round. That's not a matchup. They could be in the championship, but Miami's a 10 seed, so they're on the different side of the bracket. Oregon plays the winner of Alabama, Indiana. You missed on the 20, yep. Every time they're in plus territory, they just can't do anything. It's so bizarre. It's so many chances on the plus side. He'll make sure we're in the South? I hope so. Right, Jacksonville lost Houston, Chargers, Bills, Pats win. So the victory tiebreaker. Take a lot. Better than the Broncos? I mean, we were better a couple weeks ago. We'll see, though. Lamar Jackson is playing. Just got the update there. Lamar is playing on Sunday night against Pittsburgh. Right now, they need Richardson to be the bridge. Yep, see what you got in him. Team said buys that one, play for an entire month, not a good idea. I definitely think we're going to get some changes. If everyone loses. I don't think this tells us anything. I don't think this game tells us. Because remember, last year, 4 conference champions got buys. So, last year, 3 of the 4 teams that got buys were underdogs going in. And 2 of them were double-digit underdogs. I don't know why ASU was double-digit underdog, but Boise was double-digit underdog. Yeah, hopefully, JP. Hopefully. Like, this game, I think people had Oregon winning. I had Oregon winning. Now, I think if Ole Miss and Bama win today, then we get the conversation where, okay, 0-8. Now we got to change something. Right, I think I could see that camp, yeah. Because, I mean, back then, I mean, you had Russ going into the bowl games, but you had a month off, but also the other team had a month off. Ball to 20 here for Texas Tech. 3 of the bottom, 1 at the top. They're going to swing it out to the near side. Williams got all their timeouts. Williams will get out of bounds at the 26-yard line. Gain of 6. Jerry Mixon takes him out. Right, if we get 0-8, I think. Well, they'll always fit to 16 at some point. Question is when. Right, many good teams, fallen teams, they should have beaten. Yep. 2 at the top, 1 at the bottom. 0.006%. So there's a chance. Oregon will sub 4.5 to go. Buys going into the limited buys? They might, yeah. I can see them going 6. Well, they'll go 16 at some point. Taking a lot of time here. Taking it all the way down to 12 on the play clock. Out route to the near side. Carter makes the grab, and he's right at the line to gain. Right, unironically, that's the best argument for the buy. It's funny, under the old system, like, you imagine if we had the old format for this postseason, last year's format? It'd be better to lose the Big Ten championship. Like, I think you would have tried to lose that game. They're going to send for Morton. Behind time, pump fake, deep shot down the near sideline, double coverage, incomplete. No flags. Lockdown defense there from Aaron Flowers. Like, last year, you would have had, if Ohio State was the 5, you would have had them play JMU at home in round 1, and then round 2 play Tulane. Like, they would rather want that. I think double coverage, they weren't going to call that. Looks like Walker Metro, Cal Green Bay. That'll be a fun one. Right, Texas have the athletes that Oregon has. I don't know about that. I mean, they're playing well defensively. Offensively, just has not been great. Or college football buys curse, but NFL buys are amazing. Because NFL buy, you take a week off. College, you're taking a month and a half off. Morden, pump fake, near sideline, or a month off. Incomplete, no one home. That's why. Just get too rusty. To avoid Oregon? No. So last year, so we started special contributions eventually? No, I don't think so. Last year, under the old format, you were the top 4 conference champions get in? Yeah. That's why. Ohio State, yeah, you lose, but you're the 5 seed. You play JMU and Tulane. So you got a clean path to the semifinals versus Indiana, which would play a tough team in the Rose Bowl. You have to buy in the Rose Bowl, but third down, Morden stepping up, going to take off and run to the 35 and brought down the 36. Singing down on the play by Tiananmen. 3.5 to go. All hands on deck at this point. See, I thought they were going to repeat because of their defense. To the top one, back to his right. They'll send 4. Pump fake sack to the 27-yard line. Coming off the blind side, another 4th down sack for the Ducks. Morden is down on the play. He takes a shot. Blake Purchase. You can purchase your ticket into the semifinals. Weeks staying at LSU? Yeah, I'm not surprised. Streams archive the computer. Do I have streams archived? I do not have the streams archived. It'd be too much memory. Yeah, I think I'm expecting to play the Bills at this point. I just don't want to play the Texans. Oregon ball in plus territory once again. Morden took a shot on that one. Purchase coming off the edge. Gets by the right tackle. Fourth sack of the day for the Ducks. 3:10 to go. And Oregon can sense it. To the top of the screen in the pistol here. They'll give it up the middle. For the 25 and down to the 22 goes Davison. Tech should take a timeout. The ball game was only meant for New Year's, yep. Well, it's not like college football on New Year's Day. There's nothing like it. Whether Roosevelt's totally an IU favorite now? Yes, it is. Score stands. Seems that first round bye would be 0-6. Yes, they would be. You know, the Rams signing Quinn Lake to a 3-year extension. They lock up their safety for the foreseeable future. It's like Stanley Cup playoffs, yes. Tech calls a timeout with 2:51. So they'll have 2 left. I think there's such a thing as too much time off. I'm saying it's the only reason the upsets happen. Like, this is not an upset. Like, Oregon, I have them beating Tech. You've only really had 2 upsets of the games between bye versus no bye. Only 2 of them have been upsets. Georgia Notre Dame was an upset by what? Like, the spread was like 3. Why is it have 4, not 3-3? They don't want overlap. They don't want, if this game runs long, they don't want overlap. They're going to give it on the sweep to the near side. That's a first down, the 16-yard line. On the run. You know, it's not for the pregame ceremonies. It's so that you don't have overlap between the games. You don't want one of the games running long. Yeah, Beck could be the head coach. Or they would say, yep, not surprised. Because last year, like, the game ran long. So if the game runs long, you don't want a playoff game interfering with another playoff game. That's why. They'll take it as far as they can. Went down from last night. Yeah, we still have 2 more games. They'll snap it with 2. Hand off up the middle to Lamar. He'll get about a yard at the 17-yard line. That'll take it down to the 2-minute timeout. 2nd and 9. Tech has both their timeout, or 2 of their timeouts remaining, I should say. They need a miracle at this point. Big 12 worst conference? Of the 4? No, I think ACC is the worst of the 4. Of the Power 4, I think ACC is the worst. Miami is really good. Thomas was throwing 96 of 86. King for a day? Was that lay your hands on me? I'm going to go king for a day. I'm going king for a day. Home run higher? I think so. I do think Cal made a pretty good hire. I really like Oregon's DC. First show of the new era? Yes, of this format it is. Yeah, my dear part for without Deuce there, play the weather card. Oh, that works. That's always a good play. So Oregon, they're going to stay on the East Coast. I'll go to the Peach Bowl. Taking the winner of Bama, Indiana. Can we get the rematch of Oregon's only loss this season? Yeah, 2 p.m. mountain kick. Yep. 2 p.m. mountain kick. 2 minutes left in this one. Appreciate all you guys tuning in. I will link the next stream. Now they got everyone up. Last comfortable playoff shutout. Well, I don't know on that one. Michigan State laid a goose egg. Yeah, MSU laid a goose egg a while ago. So what, 2015? Let me see on that one. It's a go if it was Fiesta, yeah. If ASU played Fiesta last year, I would have done it. Yeah, Tech, I don't think, is getting a point. Ohio State got shut out against Clemson in the Fiesta Bowl. So it was Ohio State. That was the last shutout. So we have a third shutout in the playoff. Ohio State against Clemson. 2016 in Michigan State. Cotton Bowl 2015 against Bama. Yeah, Bailey's going to be a top 10 pick. Yeah, Bailey played his butt off today. I mean, Kuiper has him, what, number 6 on the board? So, number 90 won't be a 67 group, make a big comeback in 86. Ooh. It's not Rocksteady. It's not the Whispers. Hand off here, Lamar. Nothing doing. Where everyone's leaving. Yeah. Yeah, everyone's leaving. I'm not surprised. Tech will burn their second time out. Ain't to break the curse? I think they got a very good shot, too. Got a very good shot to break the curse. Ooh, number 91 and 86. Feature. There's a flag on the play afterwards. There's a bit of a scuffle. Flags fly. It's certainly one of the top 1.5 million games ever played. Yep, you're not kidding on that one. Not kidding there. Moody Blues, oh yes. Well, they had hits in the early 80s. That's why, because they had some hits in the early 80s. That's why I was confused by that one. $2,000 special. Man, that is big. I want to cut of that one if they do take it. After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct on the defense. That'll be an automatic first down. You probably YouTube? Yep. And David Bailey getting called for that one. The entire offensive staff, yep. Yeah, Sherrod Moore, not smart. Her Big 12 next season? How many hurts him next season? No. So goal to go now. Yeah, basically YouTube flagged that last stream. I don't know why, but we'll make it work. First and goal now. This one, you just take some knees. You don't have to score here necessarily. I mean, you didn't have a good shot if you were Tech, but you're at least getting the ball back. You got to stop on third down. But now, with the unsportsmanlike conduct, yeah, I think Dampier could go to Michigan at this point, especially with the way Underwood looked yesterday. I think you could see a change there. First and goal. That'd be crazy big. That'd be crazy big deal. Let's see. Oh no, we suck again. There you go. Back to his left of the 8-yard line. We'll toss it out to the far side. Davison. Nothing doing. Balled up at the line. Tech will burn their final timeout. It actually worked out better for Michigan. It's so funny how that worked out. Because I don't think they were going anywhere with more. It'll be fun making a video about battling with YouTube. Yep. Hopefully they get sorted out. Second and goal. No timeouts left for the Red Raiders. And Oregon can take this down to 144, then 104, 59, 19. Yeah, Texas get back 13 seconds left, or they're down by 3 scores. About a false clip of it? Probably this one. On hold with YouTube? Yeah, they're... I don't even know. I don't know if they're ignoring me or from hold. I have no idea. First hip-hop rock mashup. Twist? Chubby Checker? And the Fat Boys? Or is that Walk This Way? No, that'd be Walk This Way. 86 would be Walk This Way. Have a Mill Davison. He'll get... about 4. Yeah, it was Run DMC. Walk This Way. I would think it's 4 down territory here. You could kick and make a 3-score game, but I wouldn't risk a block. Just run it twice and get out of here. Mid history of the Raiders situation in broad sense. And there have been players that have been fined for stuff they didn't do. I mean that. Or kneel, kick, or go for it. I think they go for it. Third and goal. Moore. Hand off up the middle. Davison down to the 1. This might be important to some bettors who have the spread. This decision here. There's a lot of words about winning him. I mean, he's been there for... It was there for so long. I think you go here. I'm not risking a block field goal. I'm going in this spot. You know, if it definitely gets to that point, I'll make a video. And we're going to take a timeout with 20 seconds. They went for it 8 times on 4th down today already. Kick it, 3-score game, it's over. Go for it. I mean, it's still pretty much over. Need to change the calendar. I did see that. I did see that. Especially with the transfer portal. It's insane. Oh, up like 2 scores, the gentleman's an out, go for the throat kind of thing. Well, it's not really going for the throat. 3 scores, yeah, that's a gentleman and out. 2 score, yeah, a little bit different with 2 scores. But Oregon's going to go to the Peach Bowl. Barring anything crazy, the 3rd shutout win in playoff history. They're going for it. I formation. Moore. Fullback dive. He's in. Davison. His 15th of the season. 2nd rushing touchdown of the game, and that will definitely put an end to this thing. 5 for 9 on 4th down. Yeah, I think he will. I think he definitely will. So I think Jamie scored more points. I think he did. 22-0. Davison just ducking underneath everyone. On the fullback dive. A dominant performance by the Ducks. 16 seconds left for you. Close this one out. And start the Indiana-Alabama stream. Over the back with the combo? I don't think you can. I can try, but I'm not sure if you're able to do it. I would love to. Extra point is good. 23-0. No, it's not running up the score. This isn't running up the score. The 1 yard line, up by 2 scores, it's not running up the score. Text said worst game of life. I don't know about that. I think Tulane was worse. Was this game as close to that the game says? This game was not close. No. Oregon just shoved themselves in the foot a few too many times. But they were the dominant team from the start. Ooh, favorite combo trope that would be ridiculous if someone did in real life. Oh, man. The objection at a wedding. They got to stop them from getting on the plane or got to stop the wedding. Something like that. 1 penny for Tech to score 3 touchdowns wins $100 trillion. Yeah, sometimes I don't think that's happening. So Tech's season will end with a loss to a former Pac-12 team. It's just like their regular season. 1 loss to a former Pac-12 team in ASU. Oregon plays a clean game. It's much worse. Yes, easily. Oregon should have won this one by 40. 23-0 doesn't say how insane it was. This game was a bloodbath. Williams on the return down to the 18-yard line. Worst injury caused by running up the score. Worst injury caused by... I don't know about worst injury caused by running up the score. I've seen teams try and do stuff down by a lot. And they get hurt. I don't know if we have seen an injury, like a bad injury caused by running up the score. If you will. 10 seconds left. I think they're just going to run the ball. Morton took a shot on the last one. I don't even think they take any chances. They are going to have Morton out there. 3 at the top, 1 at the bottom, back to his right. And they'll just run the ball here up the middle. Dickey gets 8, and that'll do it. For the 6th straight time. Lower seed beats a higher seed off a bye. Oregon going to the Peach Bowl. A dominant performance. 38 minutes of possession. Held Tech to 200 yards of offense. And the Ducks, well, we didn't see a Big Ten team win yesterday, but we see a Big Ten team win here. 23-0 your final score. Again, that could have been a heck of a lot worse. Finney with 2 interceptions. There was 13-0 into the 4th. A goal-to-go spot. Morton threw a pick, and that did it. 3rd time in the playoff there's been a shutout. First time there's been a shutout since the Ohio State game against Clemson nearly a decade ago. All right, on that note, I'll see you guys in, 40 minutes time for the Rose Bowl. 4:10 Eastern, Indiana, Alabama. Will the number 1 seed, the only undefeated team in college football, will they go down? Will Bama go to the semis? We will see. Appreciate you guys a ton. See you guys in just a little bit.